Yes.
In connection with the item number 12, I have filed an additional affidavit. That's it. May call for the.
You want to call for it?
Yes. Lordship, 2018 matter.
Listing.
Please, Lordship, I beg to mention item number 20 of the daily list. In this case, Lordship, we made some bona fide mistake on our part, Lordship. So I may be allowed to withdraw this petition with liberty to file a fresh, Lordship.
Your name, please.
S.A. Borbuya.
Mr. S.A. Borbuya, Line Counsel for the petitioner, states that there is some mistake in the writ petition, and therefore the petitioner would like not to press the petition in the present form with liberty to file a fresh. Both prayers granted, withdrawn, liberty granted.
Deeply obliged.
Writ petition closed, liberty granted.
Deeply obliged.
Item 1 for motion.
May I please, your lordship? My lord, petitioner, due to religious persecution, petitioner and her husband has migrated from erstwhile East Pakistan. The certificate of registration was issued in the name of the husband of the opposite petitioner, where in the reverse side of that, her name is there, Josna Rani Dattapur Kaster, and she has casted vote in the year 1971.
Okay. So now, declare foreigner.
Yes, declared foreigner, lordship.
So, why did you declare the person to be foreigner?
These are the two vital documents.
No, if the person herself was there in 71 voters list, why was it declared? What's the reason given by the tribunal? Let us see.
Yes, lordship. I have, may I read, lordship?
Page number?
Page number 15, lordship.
15.
15.
Now, how they dealt with this certificate and that one?
Yes,
that voters list?
I have perused the written statement, evidence on record, and all exhibit documents, and found that Proceedee has pleaded in her written statement that she came from East Pakistan with her husband by their own will, and nobody drove them away from East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, which is self-contradictory. As such, statement made in written statement cannot be relied upon. Proceedee has exhibited some documents in support of her Indian citizenship, but mere production of marking of documents as exhibit cannot be held to be due proof of its contents. Execution to be proved by admissible evidence. Moreover, Aadhaar card, PAN card is not conclusive proof of citizenship, and hence admissible in evidence, and hence not admissible in evidence. Proceedee has exhibited a certified copy of order dated so-and-so, passed by the then Foreigners Tribunal 2nd, Nagaon, SC Bora, but there is no appreciation of evidence. Moreover, the nationality of her husband.
Mr. Sharma, Mr. G. Sharma, a time will come when you'll have to use personal notice to some of these members. I think gradually that time is coming. Or we can order to remove this person from the member of the tribunal, and you recruit somebody else. Soon that time may come. One person has exhibited 2 documents. See the reasoning. In the written statement, it was not stated that the person was drove away from East Pakistan. So therefore, written statement is not reliable upon. Then documents, mere production and marking of document cannot be due proof of its contents. We'll issue a personal show cause notice to this person. Let her explain. File a personal affidavit. Why this view was taken?
That's low. You may allow this petition.
No, we can casually take
I
it,
will,
also
minimum
declare this person to be a citizen, but why should this kind of conduct be allowed to be escaped every time? We'll take up at 2 o'clock, ask this tribunal member, especially these two paragraphs, ask her why this order was passed. The system will lose confidence in these people. Tomorrow, when another serious matter will come and the tribunal gives a good judgment, they are going to raise doubts that the tribunals are not acting in a fair manner. What kind of answer will they give if this is referred again? Or is the tribunal holding the brief of somebody? Number one. Number two, in these proceedings, where is the concept of written statement? Written statement flows from CPC. There is a plain, there is a written statement to counter the plain. And CPC is a technical law that if you want to take a plea, you should write it in your plain. And if the defendant wants to counter it, they will take the plea in the written statement. A plea that is not taken in the written statement, you cannot raise it in the proceeding. That is the basic purpose. These are not written statements. These are only a procedural facilitation that whatever you want to say, please put it in the form of writing. Suppose this person was not religiously persecuted and did not write in the written statement. Will it mean that the refugee certificate that was granted, its contents are to be rejected? Why is it relied? To show the existence of the person as on that date. That's all. The voters list of 1971, the person said, that is me, this is my name. If you have any material to counter that, no, you are not that person, you are somebody else, we'll appreciate your order. But why did you not even consider that aspect? We are adjourning it for the time being. We want the answers. And we have been taking this quite liberally for a long time, but a time has come.
Some training program was should be initiated.
Who will give training?
Yes,
The court is supposed to give training to them, or the petitioners are supposed to give training.
Department was supposed to initiate some training program, but due to COVID pandemic, Lordship, department.
So now you blame it on COVID. So the COVID is to be blamed now for this conduct.
Lordship, at two Lordship.
And if this person, an untrained person is there, why the person is holding the office then?
Yes.
If you say training is the basic purpose, why then an untrained person is holding the office? It's a public office, discharging some public function. Why is the person holding this office then? Confer with the member. We'll take it up in the after some time. We want this answer.
Item 2.
In many cases, we find
Yes.
they are going out of the bounds, but this is an extreme case. If the refugee certificate is not to be relied on,
Yeah.
give your reasoning that either the information is false or this certificate does not relate to this person, or the voters list produced is a fabricated document, or the person named in the voters list and the person named in the is not this person. Mhm. Oh. 71 existing in 71. unless you show that this person and that person is different. Who is in charge of these tribunal members? The Home Department.
Yes.
Ask the Home Secretary to file an affidavit explaining why the tribunal member behaved in this way. I know you are not liking it, but in some matter it has to be done. Remain within the four corners of the contours of law.
Yes, doctor.
Do your duty. Where do you go beyond that?
Yes, doctor.
And tomorrow, if now in the second case, Mr. Shigdar comes and makes a statement that this tribunal is absolutely biased, what answer will the court give? He'll just take the example of this one, say it is an absolute biased thing. So because of biasness, send my matter back.
Yes.
What answer counter will you give? Suppose they give this a standing example that this is what is going on. Think a little beyond. And ultimately, what you are required to do? A person will be present before the tribunal. That person has a burden to discharge. That person is a citizen. The person is free to produce any document. Now it is for the Home Department to counter it, rebut it, or the tribunal to find out the reason that this document does not indicate that you are a citizen. But can the tribunal throw away that document, that I'll not even look at it? There's a difference between the two. Even if you give a wrong reasoning and say that this document is not applicable in this case for this reason, we understand. There's an error in judgment. And see the extent of the imagination that is going on. In the written statement, the person did not write that he was driven away from. Did you take a stand for persecution we came? You did not write that word. So therefore, your refugee certificate, I will not even look into it. Your voters list, I will not even look into it. Is it not an extreme case? We're taking it after some time, confirm, tell us, or else we'll require the Home Secretary to file an affidavit. Take appropriate action against that member, whatever you want. Yes, Mr. Sudha.
May I please, Your Lordship. My Lord, page 38 is voter list of 65. My Lord. 38, annexure 6. The members heading the family after.
We are putting it on the oral stage till now. We are not formally putting it in any formal written order, but we want to know what kind of thought process went and why it was done. Yes, Mr. Shigdar.
My Lord, page 30.
30.
38, my Lord.
38.
65 voter list.
Hmm.
Village Katazar Pathar. Head of the family, Afsar Ali Sarkar is the grandfather. Rohila Khatun, grandmother. Then
Afsar Ali is the father.
Afsar Ali Sarkar is the grandfather. Father is Muzammil Haq at serial number 272. Mother Delera Khatun.
Father, okay.
Father Muzammil Haq.
Now, which document will show
My Lord,
that
at page
Faizur is the son of Muzammil Haq?
Yes, the Lord. At page 44. My Lord.
Page 44.
It's same village, Katazar Pathar. Muzammil Haq, father, Delera Begum, my Lord, mother, and Faizur at serial number 602, 620.
Page 45
Faizur.
years, you say. No?
44, my Lord. 45 is the
45 is the
vernacular.
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 Katazar Pathar same voter talika of which year? 1997.
1997.
And who is the petitioner? Faizur. Faizur, son of Muzammil. And Muzammil is also there. Muzammil,
Yes,
son
my
of
Lord.
Afsar.
Father is also there.
Yes, sir. What do
Very
you say?
clear case, my lord.
Yes, sir. Remand.
Mhm.
My lord, school certificate was there.
And,
headmaster is also
now let us
examined.
look. Earlier, we are not looking much into the order of tribunal. Let us look why the tribunal rejected it. Find out the relevant paragraph, how the tribunal dealt with these two documents.
My lord. My lord, page 80, my lord, in the input.
Yes, how these two documents were
My lord,
taken note.
if the voter list were discarded, my lord, lordship will find in the middle part, exhibit D.
Page number 79.
80, my lord.
80.
80 middle part, how the voter list are discarded, my lord.
Yes.
Exhibit D, exhibit
Middle part,
E,
where exactly it is.
in the middle part, my lord. But
As
there are
such,
some,
exhibit B
the-
is not.
the above person is also not,
Exhibit B adduced by the is a Kabin Nama.
my lord. My lord, I am coming to the documents which are relied now, my lord.
How? Where is it?
Exhibit D, my lord, in the middle
D.
part. Exhibit D,
Exhibit D. Where is Exhibit D?
my lord, in the middle part.
Yes, I am looking at the middle part only. Exhibit C
C.
I had seen.
Yes, my lord.
Exhibit C,
Lordship exhibit C is there, then my lord, exhibit D. Exhibit D, E, E, A, and F are the voter list of 1965, 70, and 1997.
Exhibit D, E.
95, 97.
Exhibit G.
E,
Our
E, A,
voters list of in this regard, DW4, who is a Lotmandal, appeared by an unsealed authorization letter, whereby he was authorized to appear via survey. The authorization does not speak anything about authorization to prove voters list. But DW4 without such a depose regarding the voters list, without production copy of the original record. And what kind of voters list was produced?
my lord, the certified copies, my lord.
Let us see.
Circular officer unable to go, but he has
No,
sent
no.
someone to authenticate the
No,
documents.
no. Why is the circle officer necessary when the certified copy is produced? First is the voters list of the
1965.
65. Isn't the certified copy? Mr. Ali, is this a certified copy? Just check up. Oh, record. In the tribunal, you don't produce the original certified copy, only the photostat.
My lord, original may be here, my lord, at least may be compared.
No, no.
Original certificate.
Just check up.
It's a photocopy, Lord. Photocopy of the certificate.
Why did you produce the photocopy? Why don't you produce the original certificate?
While exhibiting.
Certified copy.
Original was exhibited.
Where is it? Compared to the
When the members sign in the original.
return to that order, compare the photocopy and found it to be in order. Or return that.
Membership signature.
It will be green and the law. Original certified copy.
This is the certificate. Photocopy of the certificate, Lord.
See, if we understand the law correctly, whenever a certified copy is produced, the court may ask that for the purpose of a record, you give a photocopy of this one. The court will compare the original certified copy and the photocopy given, then pass an order that compared the photocopy with the original of the certified copy, found everything in order, original of the photocopy or original document is returned back. This is the law. And once this order is there in place, it means it is the original copy or the original certified copy which is on record. So why don't they pass this order? That's a requirement of law. And having not done it, you just reject these documents that now you have to prove. As this is a photocopy of a certified copy, the court can ask the person to prove the contents thereof. But if it is a certified copy, it will be governed by the provisions of the Evidence Act that need not be proved again.
Well, down below, your lordship has mentioned proof in origin and the signature of the.
But it's not only that, they have to pass a judicial order on that purpose. Compared, found everything in order, and the origin is returned back. To be produced whenever necessary or whichever is used. Again, training. Heard Mr. A.R. Sigal and counsel for the petitioner. The petitioner Faizur Rahman had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number 7 Dhubri at Bilasipara for rendering an opinion as to whether he is a person who entered the state of Assam on or after 25/3/1971, resulting in registration of his FT 7th Dhubri case number 14/BLP/18, corresponding to FT case number 1717/BLP/11. The tribunal rendered an opinion dated 28/6/2018, declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. Being aggrieved, this writ petition is instituted. In the writ proceeding, the petitioner relies upon a voters list of 1965 of village Katajhar Pathar, which contains the name of Afsar Ali Sarkar, son of Rafatullah, at serial 266, and that of Rohila Khatun, wife of Afsar, at serial 267, and Muzamil Haq, son of Afsar, at serial 272. It is claimed that Afsar Ali Sarkar is the grandfather, Rohila Khatun is the grandmother, and Muzamil Haq is the father of the petitioner. All the three persons are shown to be residing in the same house number 79. Petitioner also relies on the voters list of 1970 of village Katajhar Pathar, which also contains the aforesaid information, except that Muzamil Haq has now been named as Tazamil Haq, while remaining the son of Afsar, staying in the same house number as Afsar Ali Sarkar and Rohila Khatun. Petitioner thereupon relies upon the voters list of, where is that, 19?
My lord, there is another 70 voter list that may also be recorded.
Forget
Page
about that.
42, page 42.
We don't need that. Where is the other one?
My
Also
lord,
relies on the
yes, sir.
voters list of 1997 of village Katajhar Pathar, containing the name of Muzamil Haq, son of Afsar, at serial 614, and Faizur Rahman, son of Muzamil, at serial 620, and both are shown to be residing in the same house number 216. It is accordingly claimed that the discharge under Section 9 of the Foreigners Act 1946 had been, that it is claimed that the burden under Section 9 of it had been discharged by the petitioner to prove that he is a citizen, inasmuch as the name of Afsar Ali Sarkar, the grandfather, and Muzamil Haq, the father, appears in the same voters list at 1965 of village Katajhar Pathar, and both are in the same house number 79. And the voters list of 1997 contains the name of Muzamil Haq, son of Afsar, and Faizur Rahman, son of Muzamil, in the same voters list, and both are shown to be residing in the same house number 216. We have also verified the original records, which contains photocopies of the certified copy of the aforesaid two voters list, with an endorsement that the original certified copy had been produced and the contents thereof have been proved before the tribunal. In the opinion of the tribunal dated 28/6/2016, the voters list of 1965, 1970, and 1997, which were exhibited as Exhibit D, Exhibit E, and F, Exhibit D, Exhibit E, and Exhibit F, are discarded by referring to some oral evidence of DW4, who is supposed to be an official appearing on behalf of the circle officer. And as the authorization of the circle officer was unacceptable to the tribunal, therefore the evidence of DW4 was rejected and rejected on the ground that the copy of the original record as regards Exhibit D, E, and F could not be proved with the last sentence. That the original record of the voters list produced by the DW4 is unacceptable, and therefore the Exhibit D, E, contents of Exhibit D, E, and F could not be compared with the original evidence that comes out. We are not expressing any view on the authenticity of the authorization by the circle officer to DW4, but what we take note is that the Exhibit D, E, and F are produced as certified copies of the relevant voters list of 1965, 1970, and 1997. Section 63 of the Evidence Act provides that secondary evidence means and includes certified copies given under the provisions contained therein, while Section 76 provides that every public officer having the custody of a public document which any person has a right to inspect shall give that person on demand a copy of it on payment of the legal fees, therefore, together with the certificate written at the foot of such copy that it is a true copy of such document or part thereof, as the case may be, and such certificate shall be dated and subscribed by such officer with his name and official seal, and shall be sealed wherever such officer is authorized by law to make use of a seal. And such copies so certified shall be called certified copies. The photocopy of the certified copy of the voters list of 1965, 1970, and 1997 available on record reveals that it contains the subscription of the officer, namely the Nirbasa Panjiyan Pradhikari, who is the electoral registration, namely the electoral registration officer, who is also the custodian of the voters list. And it is provided in a folio containing the stamp duty and stamp duty, etc. which also indicates that the payment on demand of the legal fees had also been paid for. The photocopy of the voters list available on record also provides an endorsement of the member of the tribunal that it has been proved in origin, meaning thereby that the original certified copy had been produced before the tribunal. The member had compared the contents thereof with the photocopy produced, and on being satisfied, the original was returned back to the proceedee while retaining the photocopy with the endorsement that it was proved in original. Section 77 of the Evidence Act provides that certified copies may be produced in proof of the contents of the public documents or parts of the public documents of which they purport to be copies. When the provisions of, in a situation where the evidence provisions of the Evidence Act is clear enough as to the evidentiary value of the contents of a certified copy being produced before the court, we do not find any reason as to how the tribunal had ventured into some evidence of DW4 required him to again compare the contents of the certified copy by bringing the original and reject the same merely because because the tribunal has some doubts on the authorization letter carried by the DW4 from the circle officer. Consequently, we are of the view that the reasoning of the tribunal is unacceptable and contrary to the provisions of the law, particularly to the provisions of section 63, 76, and 77 of the Evidence Act. Accordingly, the rejection of the aforesaid documents by the tribunal is, in its opinion, is rejected, and the matter remanded back to the tribunal to examine otherwise the evidentiary value of the 1965, 1970, and 1997 voters list relied upon by the petitioner, and thereafter pass a reasoned order. The Home Department in the Government of Assam may make their own verification as to whether Faizur Rahman of the 1997 voters list and the petitioner proceedee are one and the same person. The Home Department may make any further inquiry or verification if so advised. Petitioner may also produce any further document if so advised. Upon doing the needful, reasoned order be passed.
Develop papers.
Item 3.
Yes, number 3.
Yeah, please, Your Lordship. Father of the petitioner is Bhanulal Rajvangshi alias Bhanu Ram Das.
Page number.
Page number, Lordship, 53. Village is
Page
Balikuri.
number 53.
Yes, Lordship.
আগৰটোত লিখিব
Bhanulal Rajvangshi.
it will also remain open for the tribunal to examine as to whether the voters list exhibit D, E, and F voters list are certified copies or not. You examine that. If it is not, then of course it is different. But if it is yes, you are governed by the Evidence Act. That's a secondary evidence. You cannot reject a secondary evidence. Yes, page number 53.
53, Lordship.
Bhanulal.
Bhanulal
Rajbangshi.
Yes, Lordship. And grandfather, grandmother, and the
Yes.
father of the petitioner. This is Balikuri village, Lordship.
Balikuri.
Yes, Lordship.
Balikuri Nongke.
Non-K, Balikuri. And thereafter,
What is
Lordship,
a Nongke?
non-cadastral village.
What is a non-cadastral?
Land laws, I'm not,
Hmm?
land laws, I'm not very expert, but I can get what's the non-cadastral.
What is a non-cadastral?
Means there might be there, I'm not sure, Lordship, with the land laws very well. Non-cadastral, why this non-K term?
Non-cadastral is, it is not surveyed. If you go through the land revenue regulation,
Yes, Lordship.
there is a requirement to survey every unsurveyed village at the end of 10 years. Okay. So now if it is 1966, it is non-K. Is the village still non-K or it is
No, thereafter, there is a shifting, Lordship.
shifting is different, but this Balikuri still remains a non-K or
That I'm not aware of, Lordship. That,
because non-K cannot exist beyond 10 years. Every
Unsurveyed.
10 years, there's some mini settlement operation kind of a thing.
no.
And whosoever is a non-K will have to be surveyed and put in the cadastral map.
Yes. Lordship. So this is Balikuri, not
Balikuri non-K, okay, fine. Then
Thereafter, Lordship, 1970 voters list, page 55. Same village, Balikuri, non-K. Then these two she has exhibited. Thereafter, she has exhibited voters list of 1970.
1990,
Lordship.
page number.
Page number 57. Bhanu Das and Vidya Das, her father and mother. This is different village. This is Bolodmari Chor.
I'm also different.
There are two voters list, Lordship. After Balikuri
Hmm.
non-K,
Where is this name of the village?
Gaur Aru,
Where is the word Gaon?
Gaur,
Thana, Raja Sakro, Vote Kendra, Zila, Vote Grohan Kendra.
Gaur,
What Baufal Gaon?
39 Bolodmari Sor. Ek Nong Khondo
Bolodmari.
Sor. 1, 2, 3, fourth line, Lordship, left hand side. Hmm? No, need what time is there? So, statement is there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thereafter, Lordship, from after 1966 and 1970, thereafter they have shifted to Nij Bagbor. and which two voters list, 1985 and 1989, the petitioner has not submitted or exhibited before the learned tribunal. And thereafter, they had shifted from Niche Bagbar in the year prior to 1997 to Baladmari Sor, where she has exhibited. But in the voters list of 1985 and 1989 lordship, which I have annexed along with this writ petition lordships, where father, mother, grandfather's name is their lordship. 85 voters list lordship. Page 69. With Bhanu Rajbangshi, Vidya Bala, Chinta Horon, Shurodhani Bala. This is 85 voters list and subsequently 89 in Niche Bagbar, and then they have shifted to Baladmari Sor, and till now her parents' family is there. And she got married to one Narottam. So her mother has adduced evidence, lordship. And there was no cross-examination, but only examination through court, lordship. Only two questions was asked.
Where is that evidence?
Evidence of the mother, lordship. Evidence of the mother is at page 47, lordship. And mother,
The document indicating citizenship, that is 66 and 70,
yes, lordship.
village is,
Village is
Baliguri Sor.
Baliguri, not K.
and the man is Chintaharan Rajbangshi and Bhanulal Rajbangshi.
Yes, lordship.
But in the later villages, they become Bhanulal Das. And Chintaharan also becomes Das. Vidya also becomes Das.
Yes, lordship. This difference is there. lordship.
How do you explain?
Initially, they used to write Rajbangshi as their title. Subsequently, they have changed.
See, one,
Yes, lordship. I understand, lordship.
there are statements of shifting.
Yes.
Shifting, okay, we can get it verified from
Yes,
Mr. Ali.
yes, lordship, but
Uh,
surname difference.
And not only and 70 also is Bhanulal Rajbangshi. Chintaharan is also Rajbangshi.
Yes, 85.
Ha. Now, when you come to 97,
Yes,
Chintaharan also becomes Das.
yes. Eight-
Suppose Bhanulal Rajbangshi, for some reason, he changes his name.
Yes, lordship.
He cannot change the name of his deceased father in 97.
Yes, lordship.
Deceased father will remain Rajbangshi. Bhanulal may say that from today I will be Das and not Rajbangshi.
Understood, I understood.
You understand? And that would, it should contain, have one affidavit of declaration that henceforth I will be
Known as.
Das and not Rajbangshi.
Rajbangshi, yes, lordship.
But the deceased father cannot become Das.
There is. Lordship. Same
Vid-
and one person
Vidya
affidavit
Das
declaration.
comes into picture only 97,
No, 85 lordship,
85. Okay, 85 also.
85 lordship,
Hmm.
Rajbangshi. And with that regard, affidavit-
And in 85 also, he is Bhanu Rajbangshi, and it is Vidyabala, son of the wife of Bhanu.
Bhanu, Chintaharan.
And then
also.
again, Chintaharan.
Yes, lordship.
Chintaharan, unfortunately, the
Grandfather,
grandfather name is not there.
there.
Only,
Surname is not written. Surname above is written.
but only one good thing for you. Chintaharan is the son of Noai, and that tallies with that 66.
Yes, Lordship.
What do we do?
Again, page
Lordship,
61.
Lordship, and then 85, 89, Rajbangshi is there. From 97, when they have shifted in the year 1990 to this.
No,
Bolak
but
marriage
that
law.
is okay. Because Chintaharan was alive till 1985.
Yes, Lordship.
He continues to be
Yes,
Rajbangshi.
Lordship.
But when Bhanu, after becoming Das, goes to the other village for the 97 voters list,
Yes, Lordship.
Chintaharan also becomes Das.
Yes, with one affidavit, Bina Rani has shown in where she had stated the same and one person.
That is only
Yes.
her
Her
personal
statement, yes,
statement.
Lordship. And mother has adduced evidence. My humble prayer will
No,
be,
no,
Lordship.
mother evidence will be only when the person is a mother.
Yes, person is a mother,
Mhm.
Lordship. It's also in the
That,
certificate. Not
Schoolboy
project.
story of getting a mama.
No, not
Same thing is
projected,
applicable. You
Lordship.
just get hold of a person and call the person a mother.
Lordship, mother,
First, it has to be established that this person is the mother. Only then we look into what further the person has done.
name is there in the page 61, Lordship.
But again, Bidya Rani is also Bidya Bala
Yes,
later on.
in some documents it's Vidya
Ah,
Rani and. then
in
Vidya
85,
Bala.
it is Bidya Bala.
Yes, Lordship.
Hmm. And in 97, only Bidya.
Lordship,
And in the,
if she belongs to Rajbangshi, her mother is alive, so they can get a certificate,
this
Rajbangshi.
is the difficulty. One lady is alive, but we don't know whether that lady herself is that person.
Yes, Lordship.
We can bring any person name of Bidya, and Bidya will say so-and-so is my daughter. That is also true. But whether this person
Then she
who
is
is
ready for
projecting
DNA test, Lordship.
as Bidya,
Because if I'm stating so-and-so is my daughter,
madam,
then
we
I can-
understand. Madam, we believe that a lady comes and tells before the tribunal, X is my daughter.
yes,
So
Lordship.
X is the daughter of that lady.
Yes, Lordship.
But whether that lady can
And
be
this-
linked up with that 1966 voters list
Yes,
of
Lordship.
that Bhanulal Rajbangshi
Yes, Lordship.
to be his wife, that is the question.
Then more evidence she. if
So
it's my-
this lady will also have to prove that
Yes.
she is the wife of that Bhanulal Rajbangshi of the 66
Yes, Lordship.
and not some Bhanulal Das
Das of
or
97.
something else.
Yes, Lordship. With more evidence from the
You
earlier
bring
village
material,
or
will hear you.
will bring in
The
here. only.
petitioner may produce any material which may indicate
Yes, Lordship.
that Bidya Das
Yes,
of the 1997 voters list,
yes.
who is shown to be the wife of Bhanulal Das, is actually the wife of Bhanulal Rajbangshi of the 1966 voters list, where Bhanulal Rajbangshi is the son of Chintaharan Rajbangshi, whereas in the 1989 voters list, Bhanu Das is shown to be the son of Chintaharan Das.
No. In 89, it's Chintaharan.
We are on
Rajbangshi.
97,
97. Yes.
not on 89.
Yes.
Item 4,
Yes.
May I please your lordship? My lord,
the-
here the
please.
petitioner,
Who is the father?
her father is Bideshi Shah.
Where is he?
Bideshi Shah, and her voters, she herself has casted vote in the year 1971,
Page
lordship.
number?
Page number, lordship, 17.
बरहावा निर्वाचन क्षेत्र की
Any-
निर्वाचक सूची गांव बिशुनपुर थाना 99 Gaon, Raipur, Bingawa, Thana 466. Anchal Barhawa, Panchayat Bisunpur, Daghar, Bandhu Chapra. राज्य क्या है? बिहार और बिहार पटना है।
Yes, Lordship.
मेरा राज्य क्या है? बिहार।
Bihar.
अच्छा।
And 34.
So Sharda Kumari, daughter of Videshi Shah. So you are the same person.
Yes, and if,
How will you
page-
prove that this Procedure and that Sharda Kumari are the same person?
she got married, she has stated, and she herself has
No,
stated,
we understand.
and yes,
How
Lordship.
do you show that she is the same person?
Because she has adduced her own evidence, even other documents also will say that.
Suppose one Sada is being noticed by the tribunal.
Yes, Lordship.
She can always find out some voter list of another Sharda Kumari from some Bihar and then come and say, oh, I'm that Sharda Kumari. Don't you think a little more material will be required that this is the same
Yes,
Sharda
her
Kumari?
MLA certificate also, Lordship,
Hmm?
page 25,
MLA of
that area, Lordship,
what does he say?
page 25. Certified as Bideshi Shah, son of late so-and-so village, Bandhu Chapra, P.O. Bandhu Chapra, so it's a personally known to for very long time. He is permanent resident of the aforementioned address under Bahadur Chapra, Gram Panchayat in the district of Bhojpur, Bihar, a citizen of
So will
India.
the
by
MLA
birth.
come and depose?
No, Lordship. Then the Videshi
Otherwise,
Shah-
this would have been a good evidence had the MLA been before the tribunal.
further certificate that Mr. Sharda Devi Gupta is also.
So
a citizen of
MLA is
India.
does not have any constitutional authority to issue these certificates.
So this is the document.
At the best, we can appreciate this much of evidence of the MLA that known to me for a long time,
Yes, Lord.
permanent resident,
Yes,
and
Lord.
Videshi Shah's daughter is Sharda Shah, now Sharda Devi, married on so and so to Binod Gupta.
Yes, Lord.
This evidence we can accept of this person if he comes and deposes before the tribunal.
Because she herself.
It cannot
also
be only through means of a certificate.
Understood, Lordship, this contents has to be proved,
Hmm.
but apart from that. huh? And in page Lordship 34, she and her father.
Certificate will be on or here will be. As a person, this one, I'm not appreciating his evidence of the element. But as a person who knows the business. See, we can appreciate this evidence not as a MLA, but as a person who knows Videshi Shah.
Yes, Lordship.
But for that, there has to be evidence before the tribunal.
Yes, Lordship.
Only certificate will not be sufficient.
But she herself has casted vote in 71 with Videshi Shah, page 34.
Understand? So
Together
now
in the
you
same
have to show that this proceeding and that
71 person who has
person is
casted
the
vote.
same.
Yes, Lordship.
How can you prove that?
Her husband can say that I got married to a person, so that evidence, if it's remanded back, her husband will come and state before the,
That you can do. Of course.
and let me check whether her husband is alive or not. No,
That you
he,
can do that. I
Yes.
married the Sardar, daughter of Videshi Shah
Yes,
of
Lordship.
that village. He can do that.
or any family members of our matrimonial village or matrimonial side. And in fact, Lordship.
This man is having given a very good certificate, but difficulties under the law, only a certificate is
Yes,
not.
its contents is not true. Yes, Lordship.
If he is a statutory or constitutional authority to give a certificate, it is yes. But he is not a constitutional authority. He is only certifying it on his personal knowledge.
Yes, Lordship.
That I personally know for a very long time.
And even the panchayat president also has issued a certificate, page 19, Lordship. That
Hey.
contents also was not proved.
You can get as many certificates you
Yes,
want, but
Lord.
certificates are not the end.
Contents were not proved, Lordship.
Certificates are only a means
Yes,
to
Lordship.
enable you to examine that author of the certificate.
Yes, Lordship.
Otherwise, the whole world will be based on certificates. Everybody will give one certificate to the other.
For her, she herself has casted vote in 71.
You understand?
Yes, if it's remanded back, then she
What
can.
will you prove? You show us here.
Then I can-
Whatever you intend to do in the tribunal, if you remand back, do it here only. We'll
So
appreciate it.
next week, before next week, I'll file it. Only 1 week's time then. Lordship. So why tribunal is disbelieving if I have stated
So
before?
every matter, we cannot go and attack the tribunal.
Yes, Lordship.
We can go look into the order of the tribunal, wrong order, only when you discharge, first you discharge your burden.
Yes,
Then
Lordship.
we'll see whether the tribunal is right or wrong. In the other case,
Yes, Lordship.
where we went against the tribunal, the burden was discharged. Then we looked into why the burden which has already been discharged was rejected by the tribunal. And here, first you have to discharge the burden, only then we look into it. The petitioner claims that she is Sharda Kumari, daughter of Videshi Shah, whose name appears in the voters list of 1971 of village. What village? 2 villages are there. Gaon Bisunpur, Gaon Raipur, Bindargawa,
Vishnupur, Lordship.
Bisunpur.
Vishnupur है ना, ये पढ़ो सो। गाँव का नाम। Vishnupur.
Nee,
Raipur.
see,
Vishnu.
Bisunpur, that is okay. I am not on the pronunciation. 2 names of 2 villages are written, names of 2 police stations are given. Which one is the actual village? Come to page 17.
17.
Raipur bin Gawa.
See, Bargawa Nirvachan Kshetra, then second line Nirvachak
Bisunpur.
Suchi,
Same.
then third line Gaon Bisunpur,
Vishnupur.
fourth line Gaon Raipur. So between the third and the fourth line indicating the Gaon, which one is the village?
She is from Bishunpur.
Then again, look to the left, Panchayat is Bisunpur. Same page, look to the right.
ये तो हिंदी में छापा है, जिला तो ये दिया है।
Thana number 99, Thana number 446. 2 villages are referred.
It's in.
I think our reading of Hindi is right,
I'm illiterate with Hindi, Lordship.
but 2 villages are named there and
Yes.
2 police stations are named there.
Yes, Lordship.
It cannot be 2. So it has to be 1. So we are asking which one of the 2?
Bishunpur. Bishunpur. Yes.
Are you sure? Then why not Raipur? Bindargawa.
ये बंधु चपड़ा कहाँ है? हाँ? बिनता-
Anyway, people look for Behari.
वो देखो, ये बंधु चपड़ा।
Of village Bisunpur, police station number 99, stroke village Raipur Bindargawa, police station number 446. The petitioner also relies upon a certificate by the MLA of which constituency?
Constituency.
Uh-huh.
Vidan Sabha,
Mhm.
193 Warsaw.
By an MLA of village Kasopur, district Bhojpur in Bihar, wherein it is certified that he personally knows Videshi Shah for a very long time, and that the daughter of Videshi Shah is Sharda Shah, who is now Sharda Devi Gupta, having married Vijay Kumar Gupta, and are presently residing in ward number 5 of Dhubri town in Assam. The certificate of by the MLA may contain the relevant information, but such information is based, according to the certificate, on the personal knowledge of the author, and in the circumstance, there may be a requirement to also bring in the oral evidence of the author of the certificate to validate the contents thereof, to authenticate the contents thereof. Petitioner seeks for an adjournment to examine as to what material may be available that Sharda Devi Gupta, wife of Vijay Gupta of Dhubri, and Sharda Kumari of the voters list of 1971 of the aforesaid villages in Bihar are one and the same person. Find out something will be there.
Yes, Your Worship.
Have you inherited any money from your father or any property?
That I have to take instruction.
Any land mutated in Bihar?
But even the inquiry report also says that I'm from Bihar. I'm born in Bihar.
But you may be another person from Bihar, may not be Sharda Kumari.
That I will state more evidence, Lordship.
Next item, you.
Item 5.
Find out if you have any document, anything to link with Videshi Shah of that village.
Yes.
Then it will establish that you are that particular Sharda Kumari of 71.
Even if any of our siblings also adduce evidence, I'll get.
Sattar Ali, who is the Sattar Ali?
Title of open instruction, Your Worship. So in this case, we are directed to produce voter list of Lorazan and
What does it indicate?
Lordship, as per the voter list of Lorazan, Lordship, in the year 1966, there is two persons, Ismail Sheikh and Fazaruddin, Your Lordship, whom the Fazaruddin is father, petitioner claims to be the father of the petitioner, Your Lordship. His name is also in the year 1970, Your Lordship.
In the village Larwaza.
In Lorazan, Your Lordship. Thereafter, in 1970, he is shifting that they are shifted to village Thelasore in 1979. In 1979, their name does not appear. However, in the year 1985, the name of Sattar appear with Fozo. It's Foros, but the name of Foros doesn't appear. And Foros was
it's a little slow. In 1971, Larwazan, whose name appears?
In 1971, 1966, appears, Your Lordship, Ismail Sheikh and Fazaruddin.
Is 19 Ismail Sheikh,
son of
Tarif,
and
Fazaruddin, son of Ismail.
Yes.
This is 1966
66
of village Larwaza. 66.
Phase 2, Your Lordship.
So this is Larwazan. And then what happens?
Then
70,
again in 1970, Lorazan, Your Lordship. In
70 also their names
Ismail
appear.
Sheikh and Fazaruddin is there also.
Page, serial number?
Serial number is 172 and 173.
172.
And then 174 is the Kabuli Nessa.
Ismail Sheikh, Fazaruddin, son of Ismail. Kabuli Nessa is the wife of Ismail.
Grandmother of the petitioner.
Okay, fine.
Petitioner claims it also.
This is 70.
70.
70. Okay.
Therefore, Your Lordship, this is a Thelasore 1979, Your Lordship.
79 Dholashore.
Here the name of petitioner doesn't appear, Your Lordship, or the sibling, anyone, grandfather, anyone. Therefore, in 85, Your Lordship, Thelasore in serial number 1042, name of Sattar son of Foros appears, your lordship.
Page number
Page number 9.
9, 89,
Serial number is 104, your lordship.
Cholachor, serial number
42.
104,
42.
Sattar, son of Foros.
Foros, your lordship.
Earlier it was Ismail.
Sattar, no, Foros, Fazruddin, son of Ismail.
Ismail, huh?
Yes, my lord.
Now it become Foros.
Yes, Fazruddin becomes Foros. Your lordship.
And what
But
is,
the name of Fazruddin
no,
does
no,
not appear.
after Sattar, whose name is Apor or something,
Apor,
son of Ismail.
son of Ismail is there. But
Uncle.
the Fazor all along was alive in this period, your lordship. As per petition statement that he has expired in the year 1997.
His
Who?
name is there.
Uh,
Fotej.
Fazor Ali.
Fozor, Foros.
Yes, Foros.
No, he was Fozor. Just a minute. Fozor, son of Ismail. But where is the name of Fozor in 85?
Yes, your lordship.
Fotej, it is in 1037 lordship.
10.
37.
There is 1037, there is one Fotej, son of
Fotej,
Ismail. your lordship.
Ismail. This is the father. His name was, but mother's name is Hajera Khatun. It's correctly
No, but
written.
everybody is residing in same house number 271.
Yes, Lord.
Fotej, son of Ismail is also there.
Yes, Lord.
Yes,
Hajira Khatun,
mother.
possibly
Feroz.
wife of Feroz is there.
Yes, Lord.
Zobiron or something, maybe wife of Feroz.
Yes, Lord.
Azmat, son of Ismail.
Your lordship.
Kohinoor, son, wife of Azmat.
Asma.
Sattar, son of
Foros,
Feroz.
your lordship. So they are in the same.
Yeah, all of, and Apod, son of Ismail.
Here
So
we have
this
evidence
is
of-
the possibility family of Ismail only.
Because
Yes.
our
Because
has given
everybody-
evidence, your lordship.
Economy,
He
yes.
has stated this name, your lordship, in his evidence. And therefore
No,
1987.
just a minute. If Ismail, so many of his sons had gone, where is Azmat, son of Ismail in 1966 or 71?
It's in there in 79.
No, in 66.
66, his name is not there.
No, Azmat has to be there. Because Azmat,
Ajmat was 25 in 79. So his name may not be there in 66 or 70.
Fotej was,
Fopej Ali is actually, his name is Feroz Ali or Ferozuddin. That
whatever
is-
it is, Feroz or Fotej,
Yes,
what is the age?
age is 35.
30?
5.
Where do you get the age to be 35?
No, no, 35, it's something like 50.
Fopej Ali is 35, lordship. It's 35.
No, in 1966, that Fazruddin, son of Ismail,
Is 27.
27.
Yes, lordship.
So 1966.
Yes.
So in
lordship. 70.
1985,
66,
is it 85?
It's 85.
1985
Then some.
plus 20, he will be 47.
So it's.
But
it's
this
very-
40s related with Ismail is
It's
only
50.
20 or
No,
30
50.
something.
In 85 is
The
50.
number has become a bit like
50.
That is not very clear.
45 or some 55.
I have the certified copy, lordship. I can provide the certified copy, lordship. and
So
all.
the 40s son of Ismail is 50.
Therefore, in
Just
1997.
understand, Ismail Sheikh, son of Tarif, is 60 in 1966. So in 1985, he'll be 80 years. So Apad is 26 years. Son of Ismail.
Fotej, who is there in 85 voters list, lordship. It's 50 years. It should
Who?
have been
Who?
Fotej in 85 lordship. Serial number 1037.
That is 50.
50 years. It should have been 47 and name should have been Feroz. But against the name of the mother of the petitioner is correctly written Feroz. Hajera Khatun is the mother. It's written as Feroz.
1038.
What it is?
Because he also given evidence, Sahabuddin, one of the brother of
Uh,
one of the brother of Forals, he has given evidence, he has deposition, and he has stated this name.
But their names did not appear earlier.
Earlier, no.
And in the
66, 70.
Larvazan,
their names
from
are
70 afterwards, it is not
not
appearing. Not appearing.
Not. When I given I had a complete total list of 85 also. This is
Of Larvazan,
Larvazan.
it is not there.
their name is not.
If it.
Hmm.
So he has all the documents. Yes, there is one shifting, but he has all the documents and all the family members. Even the uncle also has reduced evidence, Lordship.
And again, uncle.
Not uncle, voters list name is there, Lordship, together.
What is the name of that uncle?
Sahabuddin.
Sahabuddin, Lordship.
Sahabuddin.
Yes.
There is no son of Ismail called Sahabuddin. Ismail has Asmat,
Asmod is there.
Ismail has Apod. These are the two sons. No Sahabuddin.
Asmod. Apod.
But land document also he has exhibited.
So that means these are two different families there. If one
But-
Sahabuddin comes in
Yes, Lordship.
without being son of Ismail in the same family,
1997
that means this Sahabuddin is of somebody else.
In 1997, total list in page number 11, there is one Sahabuddin.
97.
97. In page number 11.
97. Land भी है.
This serial number will be, let's say, 662. Page 11.
6'6".
2 years.
Yeah, हम लोग के पास है.
Asmat plus say. Yes.
Lot में remember करता है.
Third time is the petitioner Muhammad Sattar Ali had been referred to the
Foreigners Tribunal.
Foreigners
number
Tribunal number 4, Kamrut Metro,
four.
for rendering an opinion as to whether he is a person who entered the state of Assam on or after 25 May 1971, resulting in registration of FT case number FT bracket K, again bracket inside bracket M, bracket close, -4, first bracket closed, 469/2016. The tribunal rendered an opinion dated 30/8/2019 declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. In the writ proceeding, the petitioner relies upon the voters list of (1966) of village Larwazan, which contains the name of Ismail Sheikh, son of Tarif, at serial 168, and that of Fazluddin, son of Ismail, at serial 169, where both are shown to be residing in the same house. Petitioner also relies on the voters list of 1970 of village Larwajan, which contains the name of Ismail Sheikh, son of Tarif, at serial 172, Fazluddin, son of Ismail, at serial 173, and both are shown to be residing in the same house number 58. I'll go to house number 58 also. Huh? The petitioners claim that the family of Ismail Sheikh and Fazluddin shifted to village Thelachor sometime in the year 1979. Shifting took place in 79.
After 79, Lordship.
Sometime after 1979 and settled at village Dholachor. Accordingly, the voters list of village Dholachor of the year 1985 is relied upon, which contains the name of Fateh, son of Ismail, at serial
1037.
no, I think we had serial 1037 and that of Sattar, son of Faraz, at serial 1042, and both are shown to be residing in the same house number 271. The said voters list also contains the name of Hazira Khatun, wife of Faraz, immediately after Fateh's. And it is clarified that Fateh's of serial number 1037 is actually Faraz, and it is a misspelling. Accordingly, as the name of Sattar and Fateh's alias Faraz appears in the same voters list, and as the name of Faraz appears along with Ismail of the voters list of 1966 and 1971, it is claimed that the petitioner has discharged the burden that he is a citizen. The only aspect that the aspect that remained for consideration is that there is a claim that the family had shifted from village Larwajan to village Dhelachor, and whether the said stand would be acceptable. For the purpose, we required the respondent election commission to produce the complete voters list of village Larwajan and village Dhelachor from 1966 up to 1985. The complete voters list, as indicated above, have been produced before the court. A reading of the voters list indicates that the name of Faraz, son of Ismail, and others of the family did not appear any further in the voters list of village Larwajan after 1971, whereas the name of Faraz, son of Ismail, and others of the family started appearing in the voters list of village Dhelachor after 1985, whereas it did not appear in the voters list of village Dhelachor earlier to 1985. As the names of Faraz, son of Ismail, and others of the family were discontinued in the voters list of village Larwajan after 1971, included in the voters list of 1985 of village Dhelachor, where again their names did not appear in village Dhelachor prior to 1985, an inference can be drawn that the stand of shifting from village Larwajan to village Dhelachor would be acceptable. In this circumstance, they went back to examine the aforesaid, the complete voters list of and arrive at a conclusion as to whether the pass a region or the error. The complete voters list produced by the Election Commission of India is placed on record, and the petitioner may rely and produce upon the same before the tribunal, if so advised. You want a copy of this, or you have already?
I'll take the certified copy. He will provide.
Item 6.
Yeah, please, Lord. Lordship, test 28.
Page 28, annexer 5.
Wrong Bhanu.
Wrong one.
Who is
The
wrong
name
one?
of the petitioner herself
Wrong-
reported in the voter
Who is
list.
the petitioner? Wrong Bhanu.
Wrong.
And this is a voters list of 1970.
7.
Why was it rejected?
Lordship, due to age discrepancy, Lordship,
No, what discrepancy?
what Lordship, while filing the written statement, Lordship, she mentioned her age 63 years.
That's
While
why-
filing affidavit, Lordship, she mentioned her age again 63 years.
Go back. If she claims that she is wrong Bhanu, your home department will make an inquiry whether they are the same person. If yes, declare. If no, yes, reject it. It is Sarkar. The petitioner Wrong Bhanu Bewa had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal. Where is the order?
Page 15, Lord.
Page 16.
15, 1-5.
1-5. And been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number. The Foreigners Tribunal number 2, Kamrup Rural at Boko, resulting in registration of BFT case number 1560/2016. The tribunal rendered an opinion dated 23/4/2019, declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner, being agreed the said petition is instituted in the writ proceeding. The petitioner relies upon a copy of the voters list of 1970 of village Daukatadia, police station Boko, Moza Honkoli in the Kamrup district, which contains a name of Rang Bhanu, son of Sobaham, at serial 943. The petitioner claims that Rang Bhanu of the 1970 voters list is itself the petitioner, and therefore, as her name appears in a voters list of 1970, she cannot be considered to be a person who entered the state of Assam on or after 25/3/1971 from the specified territory. The tribunal, it appears, has rejected the said claim of the petitioner on the ground that there is some age discrepancy mentioned by the petitioner in the written statement in the voters list and some affidavit. The question to be decided would be whether Rang Bhanu of the voters list of 1970 and the petitioner Rang Bhanu Beva are one and the same person. The said question had not been gone into by the tribunal. Accordingly, matter remanded back to the tribunal to pass a region order on the same. The respondents in the home department make their own verification and find out as to whether the petitioner proceedee Rang Bhanu Beva and Rang Bhanu daughter or wife of Sobaham of the voters list of 1970 are one and the same person. Upon doing the needful reason of this.
Item 7.
Mr. Sharma, why don't the tribunal go to the house of that Rang Bhanu? I mean your police. Find out whether there is another person, Rang Bhanu, sitting in that house. Or it is the same person. That is good enough a proof. One visit. Make a surprise visit if necessary. At any time you go. Ask them who is Rang Bhanu in this house. Find out. If you find there are two different Rang Bhanu, it's a false claim. If you find it is the same Rang Bhanu, it's a correct claim.
May I please your lordship?
Anwar, who is the father?
Father is Khoibor Ali,
Page number.
page number 48.
Khoibor. Khoibor. Khoibor or Khoibor?
Khoibor.
Huh?
Khoibor.
Khoibor.
Khoibor Ali.
Khoibor Ali, son of Buddha. 66.
48.
Sargaon.
Shargaon.
Bapu.
70 also Shargaon lordship. Then
Balpur. And now, Anwar, which document will show? Anwar,
59 lordship.
page number 59.
Yes, Lordship.
Certificate. Anwara Khatun, daughter of Khyber of
There is shifting, Lordship. 66 and 70 is of Shargaon, and thereafter from 85 onwards, it's Shatra Konra. And this is not the first case I have run, because Shargaon, if I am wrong, Lordship, it's correct as far as my experience dealing with this cases. Shargaon is eroded. And thereafter, most of the people, they have shifted to different places, and these people, they have shifted to Shatra Konra.
Did you give evidence before the tribunal?
Yes, Lordship.
Did you give evidence before the tribunal?
I have not given evidence in this particular case, Lordship. But this is the dealing
No,
with the
that is
cases.
okay.
But in 85, father and
Madam,
mother is.
by your statement, we can take judicial notice that there is erosion in Shargaon.
Lordship.
But whether this man and that man is same or not,
Mother also is
the
there.
person of the Shargaon village may not have migrated to this village, may have gone somewhere else also. And this is another person bearing the same name is staying here.
Mother also is there, Lordship. Father and mother in 85, and mother and brother is there in 97. Brother has reduced evidence.
But this shifting thing, petitioner may produce any relevant material which that
Otherwise,
by which
brother,
there was a shifting from village Shargaon to village.
Lordship, one
Satrapara.
Shatra Konra, Lordship. There is one Gambura certificate. If she proves that, and the Gambura states that that she has not adduced the evidence of Gambura. If she proves that documents
Gambura of which village?
Gambura of Shatra Konra, because and then he also can state that whether she has migrated from means their family has shifted this village.
Imagine a situation.
Yes, Lordship.
Today, one person comes in your neighborhood,
Yes,
say immediately adjacent to your house.
Yes, Lordship.
You can give any evidence of neighbor from the day the person living as a neighbor of your house.
Yes, Lordship.
Fine.
Yes, Lordship.
Can you give evidence from where that neighbor had come? The
Definitely.
neighbor will only tell you.
Because Yes,
Not
Lordship.
because the neighbor will only tell you that I came from so and so place.
yes, Lordship.
For that extent, the evidence that you will give will be a hearsay evidence. Not from your knowledge.
Yes, Lordship.
From the day the neighbor is in your neighborhood,
Yes,
what kind
Lordship.
of color clothes the neighbor
Yes,
is wearing,
Lordship.
what kind of food he is eating, that can be evidence on as per your knowledge.
Yes,
Say,
Lordship.
every day I go to my neighbor's house, I saw what he ate along with his rice on that day. You can give evidence.
Yes, Lordship.
But the other part of the evidence from where he came from, that will be only on the basis of what your neighbor may tell you.
Yes, Lordship.
This will be hearsay.
But apart from that, Lordship, because both the villages are nearby villages, if he is
Doesn't
the
matter.
and he might know.
See, even if
that,
your neighbor says that earlier I was residing 4 houses away, now I have come to this house, even that will be hearsay.
Suppose Brahmaputra erodes this place.
No,
So,
Brahmaputra
this is
erodes, Shargaon is no longer existing.
Yes, it's nearby.
But the
adjacent village.
person telling you that I have come from Shargaon will be hearsay for you. So this is how the evidence of the Gambura has to be appreciated.
I'll get more evidence on that.
You are free to bring any material. But let's go by the principles of law.
Yes, Lordship, I'll get, because
The-
from Shargaon, if I get the
The
certificate.
evidence
from
has
the
to be
Gambura.
segregated and separated.
Yes, Lordship.
Which part of the evidence is as per knowledge, which part is as per hearsay.
Yes, Lordship. I'll get the certificate from Shargaon. So if
So
Shargaon,
Shargaon you say is no more.
but a portion of it is still there and one Gambura is still there.
Okay, fine.
So if I get the
If it is
certificate
acceptable,
from, yes,
definitely we'll accept it.
yes, Lordship.
The petitioner intends to bring
1
some
week time. only,
further
Lordship.
evidence in the form of the Gambura of Shargaon
Yes,
that
Lordship.
to establish that there was a shifting from village Shargaon to village
Village Shatra Konra.
Trokona. Yes.
Conrad,
After how much time? 1 week, 2 weeks?
1 week is enough.
This
sir.
after.
Deeply applied logic.
Maybe.
Mr. Sharma, if this is the approach of the tribunal to declare to be person to be a foreigner, we'd also like to know what is the approach of the foreign tribunal when you declare somebody to be an Indian citizen. What do you do? Bring us some sample copies. Get some sample copies of the order where somebody has been declared to be an Indian citizen. We want to examine what kind of a procedure you are adopting to do that. Just from all the tribunals, collect some at least 20-25 sample orders where the procedure has been declared to be a citizen. And we'd like to know, in the context of this procedure adopted, what had been done in those cases. Get some sample orders. Monday.
Monday.
Ask them to scan, send the email. If necessary, to the court email. Some sample orders where they have been declared citizen and how they have been decided.
In fact, my lord, our government used to collect, my lord, every year at least 20 opinions of the each and every, my lord, tribunals.
Why don't you produce that file?
Yes. And that is sent to the, my lord, we have a monitoring bench in the High Court, my lord, sent to the monitoring bench through.
Let it be. We also like to see.
Yes, my lord, if
That doesn't
possible,
mean we cannot see.
if because it will take some time, my lord. If, my lord, it is already collected, my lord, I'll try to press before your lordship. If it
No,
is
we
already-
just want to see it, how they are declared to be Indian citizen. What is the procedure? We have seen the procedure adopted to declare to somebody to be a foreigner. And considering the manner it is done, we'd also like to see how they declare to be Indian.
Definitely.
How you are doing it.
Yes. We'll bring some, my lord, judgments when they have been declared.
Get some judgments on Monday. We'd just like to take a quick look at it.
May I please? Let's say we come to page 40. Let's say.
Page 40.
Page 40, let's say, the father and the mother's name is here, let's say, along with other family members, let's say. Here the father's name is as B. Bepari Sheikh. Actually, his father's name is Alec Bepari, let's say. The subsequent voters list is correctly recorded.
Father is?
Father here in this voters list, Lordship of 66 is B. Bepari Sheikh and mother is Joygun Nessa.
B. Bepari Sheikh is the father.
Yes, but his father's actual name is Alec Bepari, Lordship.
Alec?
Alec Bepari. It will be, it is recorded in the subsequent voters list, Lordship. I'll show.
Where is the subsequent voters
Subsequent,
list?
I'm coming, Lordship. And grandfather is Kitab, Lordship. Yeah.
Grandfather is
Kitab.
Kitab Sheikh.
And
Kitab
village is,
Sheikh is the grandfather. Okay, I understand.
and village is Madrasa Para.
Very well.
And
Where is the other name you were saying?
next, Lordship will come to page 42, Lordship.
42.
This is the voters list of 85, Lordship, of the same village. And here the father's name is Alec Bepari, son of Kitab.
And mother, Joygun.
Just a minute. Mother is
Joygun.
Joy.
Joygun. Joygun, same
Joygannesa is the
mother.
mother.
Yes.
And the B. Bepari Sheikh is the father.
Father.
B. Bepari or Oleg, whatever you
Oleg,
call, is the
yes,
father.
Yes.
Very well.
Now Lordship will
So
come.
now that is according to 1985.
Yes,
1985. But in 1966,
it is B paper.
Joygan is the wife of Goni Sheikh, the grandfather.
No, Lordship. Down below, Lordship, at one serial number.
Achha, two
160.
Joygannesa are
Yes,
there.
yes. Same name.
What happened to the early to the other Joygannesa? Joygannesa, wife of Goni, what happened to him?
Goni Sheikh is the brother of that paper.
Goni Sheikh is the
Yes.
brother.
Brother. Lordship. Both are sons of Kitab.
Both have them married the same lady or they are different lady?
Different lady, Lordship.
Different
but
lady.
Same.
Their name is same.
Same. Lordship may now come to page 44, Lordship.
But how will you establish that? And it is of the same. What is the name of the village?
Village is same. Madrasa Para.
Madrasa Para. What happened to Goni? What happened to Goni in 1985?
Goni, I think they got separated. Lordship. They got separated. I think they
Separated means?
names are recorded.
Who is Ahatan Beva, wife of Kitab?
Yes, Lordship. That's the
What happened to Ahatan Beva? Died.
died maybe, Lordship.
Goni got separated, Ahatan Beva died.
Yes.
So only Oleg Bepari remains
Oleg Bepari with
Remains.
Joygun.
with a different name from that of B. Bepari. How can you accept it?
And then all along, Lordship, after that,
Mr.
yes, yes.
There is a difference between establishing a fact and stating a fact. What you are doing is basically stating a fact. But you have to establish that fact.
And Lordship, this person of 1966, Lordship, this Joynal Abdin, Lordship.
Joynal Abedin.
Joynal
Joynal
Abdin
Abedin is the son of Goni.
Goni Sheikh.
Ah.
He adduced evidence, Lordship. I have not annexed the evidence, Lordship. I think it is some.
Sorry, we are not very convinced. Bring some more material. In a court of law, it's not merely sufficient to state a fact. You have to establish that fact, existence of that fact. This is where we find some shortcomings.
That's in the subsequent voter slip, the petitioner's name
Mr. Counsel,
appeared with Joygun.
we told you, we are finding some shortcoming from that point of view. What has been told before us, many of the things are only stating the fact, not establishing the fact. We don't say you are wrong, but you have to establish it. Nor we are trying to say that you are stating any false fact, but you have to establish that fact.
Because Bepari Sheikh's father is Kitab and Alex is also,
There may be.
but the village is same. Village is same.
Yes, Mr.
And Lordship,
Sharma.
these discrepancies are there in the voters list, Lordship. Moreover, Lordship will see that Alex
See,
Bepari,
there is a difference between discrepancy and difference. Difference between two voters list and discrepancy between two voters list is two different aspects. If
Yes.
there is discrepancy, we can look into it.
yes, just Lordship
Huh.
address. I
But
will
if there is difference, we'll have to establish the difference.
just Lordship will just come to page 42 once. That's it.
The petitioner may produce any relevant material which may indicate that Oleg Bepari, son of Kitab of the 1985 voters list of village Madrasa Para, and B. Bepari Sheikh, son of Kitab of the 1966 voters list of village Madrasa Para are one and the same person. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Item 9.
Yes, Idris Ali reached
Yes, Lordship. May I please your Lordships?
page number.
Father, voters list of 1966, page number 71, Lordship.
66, page number 71.
Father, mother, and elder brother.
Asaruddin, father.
Yes,
Sahera, mother.
yes, Lordship.
Samed, elder brother.
Yes, Lordship. Then 1997 also, Lordship.
Page number.
1970 is page number 73. Same father, mother, and elder brother.
Page number 73. 1990, 70. No, good.
Then
That is okay. 70 is okay. After that,
97, Lordship.
90 page number
Page number, Lordship, 75.
75.
Abdul Ali.
Page number 75.
Yes, Lordship.
Abdul Ali, son of
Asaruddin.
Asaruddin. Name of the village,
Hoiborgaon.
Hoiborgaon. Second one is also Hoiborgaon.
Yes.
Hoiborgaon.
Hoiborgaon.
Abdul Ali, son of Asaruddin.
Yes. Eid Mahmud. Then
Asaruddin, what happened to him? He died. Sahera
yes,
also
died
died.
because this is the reason that
And
late
what
Mark
about
is-
Samed Ali?
Samed Ali is not there in this voters list. Might be there, but only those names are there.
And out.
Yes, Lordship. And
If
his name is there.
97 also includes Samed Ali, it will be very clinching for you.
Yes, Lordship.
Then you can easily link up with 1966, say that
Yes. Yes, Lordship.
yes.
Land document also is there.
Page number.
Page number is Lordship 81. This may not be very clear, Lordship, but in the record, original one is there, page 60.
This is regarding which village? Hoiborgaon.
Hoiborgaon, Lordship.
And
In the record, it's very clear, more clear than this.
Asar. So name of Abdul Ali comes in place of Asar. Abdul Ali.
Abdul Ali is serial number 12, Lordship.
Serial number is also not readable, but
Yes,
we
it's in
got the
the
name
record.
Abdul Ali. Huh?
Original record is there,
Yeah.
Lordship. Original Jamabandi is there.
So Abdul Ali, son of Asar. No, son of Asar.
This is
Asar.
page number 81.
এখন দমত মাটি মাটি ইমিডিয়েট কৰিছে হৈ গ'ল ওপৰত Hoiborgaon আছে ওপৰত Yes, Mr. Sharma. Mutation is there. Send back.
Yes, Lordship, under aspect is clear, Lordship.
We have anything to
Yes,
say?
petitioner, whether petitioner is Idris Ali or Id Mahmud, Lordship. Two names are there, Lordship.
Yes,
Petitioner is Abdul Ali.
No, no,
Id
Idris
Mahmud,
Ali, alias Id Mahmud,
Alias, alias,
Id Mahmud.
Id Mahmud.
who is Abdullah Ali then?
Abdullah Ali is the brother who has adduced evidence.
After 1970.
Then why didn't Idris Ali also got some land?
Yes, his name is there, but since he has shifted, his name is cut, so he has given to his brother. Because all the siblings' name is there in the written statement, and even the sister
No,
also.
no,
has
why
inherited.
this mutated land was not given to Idris Ali if he is one of the son of Asaruddin?
It's given, initially he inherited, then he shifted to other village, so he left that. land.
See, for inheriting the
Yes,
ancestral land, mutation will be there. The man may go and stay somewhere else.
Lord. His name is there.
Suppose a person living in Guwahati, you have to inherit the ancestral land.
Yes, Lordship.
That name will be there. That
Yes,
man
sir.
may go and stay in Delhi also.
Yes, his
That
name,
doesn't mean one of the brother goes to Delhi, he'll not get the land.
he has got the land. His name is there at serial number 2. But it is cut because his portion he has given to his brother. So that his cut mark is there in the
I understand.
original.
Where is serial number 2?
It's in the
Take out-
origin.
take-
Yes, Lordship, page 60.
Please, Jackson.
60, 60.
60 also. See, if we had inherited land, your burden is discharged. We are not on the ownership of land. This proceeding is not to determine the ownership of land. This proceeding, we have take note of these entries to come to a conclusion whether this person is the son of that person. That's all. So even if you have inherited later on cut, that entry can be taken note of.
His
Although
name also
you
is-
presently you may not be the owner of that land,
Yes, Lordship.
but that you are the son of that person, that can be established.
That is there, Lordship.
Idris Ali son of Asaruddin. By which order the name of Idris Ali was mutated in place of Asaruddin? What is that?
Yes, Lordship.
Whether later on it was, he gave it to his other brother,
I
from
got
there
it.
it was mutated in the name of, that is another factor, because we are not on the ownership of land.
But the mutation order that he
Ha,
has inherited.
That whether he inherited, that is relevant for us.
Yes, Lordship.
The petitioner may produce the order of the circle officer by which land which earlier stood in the name of Asaruddin
Yes, Lordship.
of Hoibergaon village had been mutated in favor of Idris Ali.
Yes. Even Lakmandal has come to prove this document. His evidence also
No,
is
no,
there.
Jamabandi is true.
Yes.
We are not, we have no doubt, but that order
Well, I
is,
got the one order copy of,
it will be more relevant for you.
yes, Lord.
Possibly it is order dated 13/2/2003.
30.
Third. Hmm. 13/3 তারিখত ইদ্ৰিছ আলী মোকাবেছাৰ স্থলত আছাৰ আলী পিতা সৈয়দ আলীৰ নামে No, it is comes in the name of, no. In place of Idris Ali, Asar Ali comes in. চক্ৰ বেহায়া বিষয় ইমান তাৰিখ হেৰি হ'ল উল্টাটোহে হ'ল ইদ্ৰিছৰ নামত No, that is not the order. By that order, from Asar Ali, from Idris Ali, it went to Asar Ali. We won the order by which
Idris
name of
Ali.
Idris Ali got mutated in place of Asaruddin. উপরোক্ত নথি। সেইটো 25,691 হুকুম মতে 1 নম্বৰৰ স্থলত পুত্ৰে মহম্মদ সামেদ আলী Abdul Ali, Idris Ali, Samid is the other brother. Peter. Get the order of 25/6/1991. By that order, in place of Asaruddin, land was mutated in favor of Asaruddin and also Samed Ali. Samed Ali name appears in the 66 voters list. So that's how we can make up to your case. Or you can pass the order. We send it back. You produce this order before the tribunal because it is noted in the Jamabandi that in 1991, in place of Asaruddin, land was mutated Idris Ali, Samed Ali, and one more. And Samed Ali, which page it was that voters list?
66 voters.
Page number?
Page number 71.
71. So you will find in page 71, 63 voter list, Asaruddin, son of Umed Ali, Sahera Khatun, wife of Asaruddin, Samed Ali, son of Asaruddin. Okay. Now in 1991, land was mutated in favor of Samed Ali and Idris Ali in place of Asaruddin. So that establishes that Idris is a son of Asaruddin.
Regarding Eid Mahmud, Eid Mahmud. Eid Mahmud.
Let Eid Mahmud also have some land. We are not concerned with Eid Mahmud.
But
We are referring Samed Ali because Samed Ali's name appears with Asaruddin in 66. And from Asaruddin, land was mutated to Samed Ali as well as to Idris Ali, showing him to be son of Asaruddin. So that means this Idris Ali is the son of that Asaruddin. Only thing you produced the actual order of the circle officer. Because this is only an indication. That's all.
Yes, Lordship. And even his brother's name also, who has produced evidence is there at serial number 12.
Say all those to the tribunal.
Yes, Lordship.
Heard the host and also the petition. The petitioner Muhammad Idris Ali had been referred to the
Foreigners Tribunal number 1, Nagaon.
Foreigners Tribunal number 1, Nagaon, for rendering an opinion as to whether he is a person who entered the state of Assam on or after 25/3/1971, resulting in registration of case number. Yes, Madam Ghosh, page number or case number.
Case number is Lordship FT, case number 1277/2012. Reference case number
An opinion dated
dated 11/1/22, Lordship.
had been rendered declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. Being aggrieved, this writ petition is instituted. In the writ proceeding, the petitioner relied upon the voters list of 1966 of village Hoiborgaon, police station Lahori Ghat, Moza Bokani in the Nagaon district, which contains a name of Asaruddin, son of Umed Ali at serial 303, and that of Samed Ali, son of Asaruddin at serial 305, and both are shown to be residing in the same house number 66. The voters list of 1997 is also relied upon, which contains the information that Abdul Ali is a son of Asar at serial 180. The petitioner refers to an entry in the Jamabandi of a plot of land of village Hoiborgaon, which contains the reference to an order of the circle officer dated 25/6/1991, by which land in the name of Asaruddin had been mutated, amongst others, Muhammad Samed Ali, son of Asaruddin, as well as Idris, son of Asaruddin. By referring to the said order of the circle officer, it is claimed that as land of Asaruddin had been mutated in favor of Samed Ali as well as Idris Ali, amongst others, and the name of Samad Ali appears along with Asaruddin in the voters list of 1966 of village Hovergaon, the petitioner had discharged the burden under Section 9 of the Foreigners Act 1946 that he is a citizen. In view of the above, remanded back to the tribunal to examine the voters list of 1966 of village Hovergaon containing the name of Asaruddin and Samed Ali together, as well as the order of the circle officer dated 1991. The one that I said just now, 1991, by which land in the village Hovergaon had been mutated in favor of Samed Ali, son of Asaruddin, and Idris Ali, son of Asaruddin, amongst others. Which full stop. If land of Asaruddin had been mutated in favor of Samed Ali and Idris Ali by a common mutation order, and the name of Samed Ali appears along with Asaruddin in the voters list of 1966 of village Hovergaon, the same may be an indication that the petitioner is also the son of Asaruddin of 1906 voters list of village Hovergaon. We above. The tribunal to examine the aforesaid aspect, pass a written order. The Home Department may make their own verification as to whether on the authenticity of the aforesaid information, as well as whether the Idris Ali of the order of the circle officer dated 1991 and the petitioner proceedee are one and the same person. In the event written order is back in common. The petitioner to produce a copy of the order of the circle officer dated so and so before the tribunal for this examination.
Item 10.
May I please, Your Honor? May I kindly come to page 36. Here the electoral roll, the name of the father is Jainal Abdin Ali, Lordship. Following the next page 37, the names are included here. Nusan Ali is the uncle.
Page number 36.
36 and following up the page number 37. So the father is Jainal Abdin Ali, Lordship.
Father is
Jainal Abdin Ali.
Jainal Abedin
Abdin Ali, Lordship.
Ali.
Ali. Uncle, they have the other names as well. Uncle is Nusan Ali. Diljan Nesa is the grandmother. And Inat Ali is the uncle. Malika Khatun is auntie. And Inas Ali is the uncle of the petitioner. That is the electoral roll of the year 1966, Lordship. So coming page 39 is the electoral of the 1970, Lordship. Again, the name of the father is included, page 39, Lordship. The name of the father is there. The name of the grandmother, uncle, and Inas Ali, the other uncle, Lordship.
Yes. Mr. Sharma, and, please continue.
We have filed the additional.
Instead of continuing with your discussion amongst you, why did you make your further submission?
Also, we have filed the additional affidavit. We have served the copy as well.
We have not understood what is the problem between you two. Because we were submitting that in 66 voter list to rely upon somebody is your father. After that,
And after the lordship, that is the electoral roll of the father lordship. 1966. Then coming to page 9
no, we have already understood it.
lordship.
That in 66 contains a name of the father. Next stage, show that you are the son of that father.
For that lordship, we have the land record as well.
Land
It's
record.
not in
Which
the
page?
record as of
Page
now.
number?
As of now, it's not in the record, lordship. But
Then you have to
has been
bring it on
placed before
record.
the Forney's
The
tribunal.
petitioner states that some land records are available which may show that Jainal Abedin Ali of the voters list of 1966 of village Meni Simla in the Borpeta district is the father of the petitioner. Adjourn to enable the petitioner to produce the relevant materials. Next,
One
next
with time, lordship. We'll file the addition of it.
Item 11.
Published, lordship.
Okay, can you bring a custom? You'll have it. Yes, madam. Abdul
Madam.
Kalam, who is the father?
Father is Johur Ali,
Page number.
page number lordship 26.
Twenty-six is the end of the order of the tribunal.
So sorry, lordship, it's 28. 28 lordship.
65 voters list.
Yes, lordship. Vernacular is at page 29.
What is the name of the village?
Name of the village is Bhandara
Andara.
Eknong,
Andara Eknong. Okay.
Johor Ali. Serial number 10, house number 1.
And who is the father?
This is the father of the petitioner.
Who? Who is the father?
Father is Johor Ali.
Jorbar Ali.
No, Johor. Serial number 10, lordship.
10. Oh, it's a Johar Ali.
Yes, lordship.
Son of Ahadi is the father.
Yes, lordship.
Okay. Now, which document will show he is the father?
Yes, there is shifting, lordship. 65 and 70 is of one village, and thereafter from 85, petitioner has casted vote Ishwar Jhari, part 1.
Which
And
page?
89, father and petitioner together. Yes,
Which
Lord.
page?
89, voter.
Page number?
Page number 35, lordship. Abdul Kalam. The shifting is there, lordship. I have a certificate issued by ward member of this Bhandara Gao Panchayat, which state that after 70, due to erosion, we have shifted. So if I'm allowed, if this matter is remanded back and if I'm allowed to prove that shifting, then.
You produced the material before us?
Yes, I have, lordship.
What do you have?
Yes.
The certificate is obtained now.
Yes, lordship.
From where does you say so? What is the source of information of this person?
So lordship, I'll file one affidavit by this person. So before this honorable court, so that,
So he says,
yes,
উক্ত ব্যক্তিজন ভোটাৰ তালিকা মতে 1966 চনৰ পৰা 70 চনলৈ Handara Panchayat under Iman Number Ground, Bohobah Kodisim. He only interprets a voters list. That we can also do.
ভোটৰ চনৰ পিছত উক্ত ব্যক্তিজন মাজৰ আলগা
So
গাঁও
he's
পঞ্চায়তৰ
only interpreting a voters list. Why do you need a ward member to interpret? We can also interpret.
So we'll reduce the evidence of this person. So what is his source? So that it will be
Definitely
more clear,
something more will be required.
more clear and clinching, Lordship. Lordship, one humble prayer. Meanwhile, if the petitioner is released from the detention camp, he is in the detention
How long
camp
is there in the detention camp?
10/2/2023, Lordship.
10/2.
Yes, Lordship. And he will abide by whatever condition is being. Let him be released and we will reduce the evidence of this within a week. If I'm allowed, within a week, we'll file the evidence which we intend to file before the Learned Tribunal. I'll file it here. Thereafter, if it's remanded back, if Lordship pleases, then
Detention camp will be uncomfortable for the next 7 days.
Lordship, if it's released,
No,
because
no, will it be uncomfortable for the next 7 days? You said after 7 days, you'll produce everything.
but still if he is released, Lordship.
So after 7 days, definitely an order will be there. When it was not done at the initial stage.
Yes,
this
Lordship,
is
I got it.
only how. See, we already passed an order on 27/3. Petitioner
Lordship.
seeks adjournment to provide material. Zoharali of 65 of Bhandara had shifted to village Iswari and the police station. Aman seeks for some further time to provide information.
So we
Today,
got-
consequent of
we
that
got this.
exercise is this order.
Yes, Lordship.
This is,
So we'll reduce the evidence of
So
this
you-
person. We get in
we'll
details.
consider your case after 1 week. But today, will it not be inappropriate if initially we did
Yeah.
not pass an interim order
Then my humble prayer will be.
and
next
we
week.
allowed time to produce any material. The
Yes, sir.
material produced is little inadequate.
Yes, Lordship.
So
I'll.
you produce the
I'll-
material,
Yes,
whatever it
Lordship.
is there.
And next week, any date, if it's
You-
fixed. then-
You have the contact with your client.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't have anything else.
Lord, we tried our best,
Hmm?
but this ward member is the only person, my lord.
No, ward member, how can he depose all these things?
Probably on his personal knowledge. So if he deposes.
There's nothing called probably.
No, and any senior person from that village. or-
My lord.
In one instance, we already explained to Madam Ghosh
Yes,
the
Lordship.
nature of evidence that
Yes,
would be
Lordship.
required.
Any senior person from that village that will reduce,
Original. village.
original village, that will
If
reduce.
the original village
Yes,
man
Lordship.
says that I personally know this person, he is the same person as that one.
Yes,
then
Lordship. We'll do it.
My lord.
by next week. My humble prayer will be, since the man is in the detention, if a date is fixed next week, so that I'll,
Monday?
before that,
Monday?
Monday may not be possible,
Next day only.
Wednesday. If it's on Wednesday,
Wednesday.
Lordship, we'll file it. Deeply.
If you want date today also in the second half, we will provide you, no difficulty.
We need to draft, it will take little time, Lordship, so Wednesday.
Produce some privacy
Yes, Lordship.
material, that's all.
Deeply of that.
Very good.
20. Item 12,
This one, so and so. To produce any relevant material as indicated in the order dated, the first order decidation, 27/3 in 27. Yes.
Maybe, Lordship. Lordship, page 31, Lordship. Voter list of father, Lordship, 1960s.
Page 31.
Yes, Lordship. Abed Ali is the father.
That is the name of Abed Ali, son of and also. the- Yes, we have passed an order. What further material do you have?
Lordship.
Have you read the order of 4/4/2023?
Yes, Lordship. I have filed additional affidavit that is on record, Lordship.
Page number,
Page
which
number,
page
Lordship,
you are relying on?
48. And one elder person of that village On an affidavit,
48,
wherein he declared that,
48, no.
yes, 51 lordship, page number,
51.
Jubbar Mandal.
আসে গেছে। ইয়াতে হয়েছে স্যার। আপনার তো নাই। করেছেন কি 51? Who shifted? Ajibur Rahman shifted or Abid Ali shifted?
Ajibur Rahman lordship.
He shifted.
Yes, lordship.
Where is the voters list of 1997?
1997 lordship. Page 36 lordship. Election 9.
Yes. The petitioner has filed an affidavit of Jubbar Mandal, age 53, of village Horilchor, Part 2, stating that Ajibur Rahman is the son of Abed Ali, of whose original village was Horilchor, Part 2, but later on shifted to village Kalikura, Part 2, when he was aged about 16 years. Petitioner relies upon the voters list of 1997 of village Kalikura, Part 2, which contains a name of Ajibur Rahman, son of Abed Ali, as well as the voters list of 1966 up to 1985, which contains the name of Abed Ali, son of Said Ali, of 95, of village Horisar, which contains the name of Abed Ali, son of Said Ali, and accordingly seeks to claim that the burden under Section 9 had been discharged on being prima facie case, interim order so-and-so, before heard so-and-so, notice 6 weeks. Call for the records of FT case numbers.
Applies lordship.
Item 13.
Type out the regular interim order, notice interim order, add this paragraph in the end. Yes, next item. Rahiman Khatun. None appears for a petitioner when the matter is, oh, you are there. Yes, who is Rahima Khatun, father?
Page number 29, it's in total list of 1966. Father's name is Abdul Rahman Laksi.
We passed our order on 4-4. What is your response?
Yes, Lordship,
Petitioner may produce all that be able
Lordship.
directly before the court instead of producing indirectly through the Gaon Panchayat.
This,
Secretary says, evidence placed before me, I certify. We say, give the evidence to us. What are they?
Lordship, is except the certificate, voter list. No other document is available. This voter list.
Then how do you establish? What? Let us see what you have. This is that who may consider 1966 voters list contains the name of the father.
Yes.
Who is the father?
Father is Abdul Rahman.
Abdul Rahman. Which document will show that Abdul Rahman is the father?
His linkage certificate.
From where he comes to know? See, the certificate itself says that it had been issued on the basis of evidence placed before the secretary. So secretary peruses some evidence and he gives a certificate. Now we want what material evidence he had perused so that we can also satisfy ourselves. Now you again go back and say it is the certificate.
Lordship, my brother, younger brother also appeared before the tribunal. He was also examined.
How do you know that he is the brother or not another person?
This younger brother,
How do you know?
tribunal is satisfied.
Mr. Counsel, just think a little deeper. How do you know that that man is a brother? You also have to establish that whosoever is the person, he is a brother. How do you establish? Because anybody can, from the street can be called that he's my brother and this is my evidence.
Lordship did,
How do you know that that man is the brother?
because the voter list, which is annexed along with my petition, the father's
Voters
name,
list of 66 contains the name of Abdul Rahman.
and then my brother, the presented in voter list, which also shows that Abdul Rahman is the father.
Maybe two different foreigners, one claiming your brother, one claiming the younger brother, both say I am son of Abdul Rahman is giving evidence. How do you know?
But tribunal examined the vote and tribunal is satisfied that he is my brother.
Bring some better evidence. The petitioner again relies upon the voters list of 1966 containing the name of Abdul Rahman and the certificate of the Government Secretary to initiate, to substantiate that the petitioner, Rohiman Khatun, is the daughter of Abdul Rahman of the 66 voters list. The certificate itself provides that it was granted on the basis of evidence placed before the secretary. We again reiterate that whatever evidence was placed before the secretary be also produced before the court for its examination. This again.
Interim protections.
Interim order will be considered after producing the relevant materials for establishing the prima facie case. Next item.
Can it be placed after 2 weeks?
Item 14.
Yes, please, Your Lordship. My lord, I'm relying, my lord, 70 voter list,
Page number.
page 36. My lord, name is at page 37. Momres Kha is the father. Dudu Kha is the, sorry, Momres Kha is the grandfather. Dudu Kha is the father.
Sorry, Dudu Khan is the father.
Father,
And Mamrez is the
grandfather.
grandfather. Okay.
Then, my lord, as the linkage documents, my lord, I am relying on Jamamati copy, page 65. My lord, vernacular portion at page 67,
Who is the petitioner? Mohar Khan.
Mohar Khan.
Interpreted. Interpreter.
My lord, this case, my lord, there was an ex parte order in the year 2012.
Ex parte declaring petitioner foreigner or not?
Foreigners. Declaring foreigner.
Huh.
Then there was a miscase in 2016. That was also rejected, my lord.
So now you are agreed by some ex parte order.
Ex parte order.
How much cost will you pay?
My lord, because of
Don't tell
their
me a person is very poor, nothing.
very poor, my lord,
I
very
know.
poor, my lord.
Mr.
And,
Sigdar, tell me the name of one rich person. One person who is a rich person. Tell me the name.
My lord, poor and poor and poorer, my lord.
No, no.
They are-
That is English grammar. But tell me the name of one rich person.
My lord, problem is that, my lord, petition number 1,
How much cost will you pay?
after, my lord, lordship may give the reasonable, my lord, so that they
Yes,
can.
Mr.
pay.
Pine.
Very
how much
poor
cost?
person, my lord.
No, It is saying less. You
Because,
say,
my lord, one of the petitioner was arrested after the dismissal of the miscase, then released in the year 2021.
we paid a regular 3,000.
My lord.
3,000. We are imposing on everyone.
My lord, the petition number 2, my lord, was arrested and released, but after filing of this petition, the petition number 1 has been arrested and now is in detention camp. Goalpara.
Definitely will be released.
Mal-
Once you otherwise, how will you go and appear? Heard me. 17 was it? The petitioner Abdul Kadir and
And that family has been declared, but 2 has come only, my lord.
whoever is before the court,
Nur
the
Jamal, my lord.
petitioner Abdul Kadir and Nur Jamal
Nur Jamal.
were subjected to a proceeding before the
That is,
Foreigners Tribunal number 1 Morigaon in FT case number 141/2007. Full stop. Both the petitioners received notice from the tribunal, entered appearance, but later on remained absent without any acceptable reason. The conduct of the petitioners resulted in the ex parte order dated 7/1/2012, declaring them to be foreigners. The petitioners also instituted miscase 30/2016 against the ex parte order of 7/1/2012, which was also dismissed by the order dated 26/9/2016. In the circumstance, the petitioner number 1 is stated to be in detention at present, and the petitioner number 2 was taken into detention but later on released. Although we do not notice any infirmity in the 2 orders of the tribunal dated 7/1/2012 and 26/9/2016, but for the interest of justice, we grant another opportunity to the petitioners to discharge the burden under Section 9 of the Foreigners Act 1946 to prove that they are Indian citizens or that they are not foreigners. Accordingly, the petitioners to appear before the tribunal on so and so. But however, for the conduct of the petitioners without any acceptable reason under the law of remaining absent in the tribunal earlier, the petitioners to pay a cost of rupees 3,000 each.
my lord, same father and son, my lord.
But it has to be 2 persons, 2 of them.
My
Okay,
lord.
2,000 each. Otherwise, who will pay? There will be a quarrel between the father and the son. So let it be 2000.
Father is now, my lord, is oldest.
Understand.
Person.
Tomorrow, another
Son
petition will
is
be
to be
filed
paid,
that
my
there will be a quarrel between the father and the son, that you pay more and I'll pay less. So let it be equal between the two, 2000. 2000 each before the DLSA of Moregaon district. The petitioners to appear before the tribunal after showing proof of the payment of the cost.
My lord,
Petition disposed of.
for
the
release of
offers.
the petition number 1, my lord.
As we have interfered with the ex parte order dated so and so, accordingly is also set aside. Comma, the petitioner who was taken into custody and put up before the detention center be also released.
Abdul Qadir has been arrested.
Be released immediately. Upon entering appearance before the tribunal may pass a reasoned order on the question as to whether the petitioner should be in detention or otherwise.
My lord, unless specific order, my lord, they may not release.
Okay. So release we have already given. Release forthwith.
Petitioner number 1. Petitioner number
Who
1.
is already released?
Is it in detail?
My lord, petitioner number 1 is.
One is released forthwith. Release order. Mr. Shigdar, please confer the court master regarding the timing of the release order that they raised with us. Just confirm whatever it is. Item 16.
Item 16.
T. Rajkumar. Yes, Mr. Hazard.
Case number 21, Lord.
21.
Father is Nabi Hussain. Name of the
Nabi Hussain.
Nabi Hussain. And Lord, may kindly come to case
Who is the petitioner? Nabi Hussain.
No.
Kismat. Kismat Ali.
And the
Who is the father of Kismat Ali?
father is Nabi Hussain.
Nobi, where is the voters list pertaining to Nobi?
Nabi Hussain, page 17.
Page 30.
17. 1717.
17.
17. Nabi Hussain.
Nobi Hussain, 1977.
No, 1966. 1966.
Okay, 1966.
And he also
Gaon Nomati, Nobi Hussain, son of Sanu Mandal. And which document will show petitioner is the son of Nabi Hussain?
1460.
only this, in that aspect, only that case 21.
21.
Case 21.
21 is a voter electoral card. This is not admissible. Any other document?
And also the finding of the tribunal,
20.
page 30, it was
Third.
page 30, middle portion,
No, that is tribunal order.
just order.
Order is not.
In order what is that?
Petitioner may produce any material which may show that he is the son of Nabi Hussain of the voters list of 1966 of village Nomati. Let's next debate.
Item 17.
17. Jahira Khatun. Who is the father of Jahira Khatun?
That will be taken after some time.
After some time.
18.
18 years. BC data.
Lordship,
China Khatun. Who is the father of China Khatun?
Lordship, can you take the matter of some time?
19.
Zubaida Begum.
Yes, my lord. I am on behalf of Ahmed, my lord. In this case, my lord, petitioner submitted detailed evidence in sheet, my lord, on 18/9/2019.
Detailed immigrant.
Evidence in sheet submitted on 18/9/2019. And subsequently, my lord, petitioner appeared before the tribunal 7/11.
No.
19 for
Who is the father of the petitioner, Zubaida Begum, and where does his name appear?
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. A grandfather name is page 24, my lord.
Page number 24, grandfather.
Grandfather.
Okay.
Abdul Mojib.
24 grandfather. Abdul Ghaffur.
Abdul Mojib.
Abdul Majid,
Yeah.
right. And who is the father?
The father's name is page 27, my lord.
27. Father,
Nur Islam.
Nur Islam, son of Abdul Majid.
Yes, my lord.
Village,
A village is my lord shifting village, my lord.
you prove the shifting.
Sipuria Sapuri. And
Prove the shifting.
my lord.
Prove the shifting.
That part, my lord, not proof in this.
The petitioner may produce any relevant material which may show that Abdul Majid of the voters list of 1965 of village
Rampur Palm. Page 24.
village Rampur Palm had later on shifted to village
Page 20.
Siparia Sapori Katara, so is which enabled his name to appear in the voters list of 1989 in respect of village Siparia Sapori Katara. List after week.
21,
My lord, my name is Sona Banu and my father's name is, my lord, will find a space 38 and 39.
Page number
Page 38 and 39.
38.
Voter list of 1966, my lord.
66.
Munnaf,
Paliapara. Who is the father?
Munnaf,
Hmm?
Munnaf,
Munaf Khan is the father.
father, yes.
Which document will show
Six,
Munaf Khan
page
father?
number 62 is the first link
62.
document there. 62, my lord.
62. This is certificate by the secretary.
Yes, my lord.
How the secretary came to know that
Yes,
he is the
my
father?
lord, can kindly peruse page number 63.
63.
63.
DW. I am working as I have issued certificate. I have issued certificate of the instant case on the basis of statement of local Gaumura. So this is hearsay.
And then thereafter, my lord can come to page number 67 for a moment, my lord.
67.
And following the
Page
page
number
67
67.
is the Gaubura.
Gaumura.
Yes, my lord. And
Okay.
his deposition
Now where
is
is the evidence of Gaumura?
68, my lord.
68. I am the Gaumura. I do know the copy of the instant case. I am acquainted with the father. Abdul Rahman. What is his age?
50, as when he has
53.
deposed 52 years, as of now,
53
it
years.
might be 57, 58, my lord.
This is hardly any evidence. Only one line.
Other than
Yes,
this, my
Mr.
lord,
Pine.
I
Page
have another.
67. How can you call it to be evidence? Just one line.
Yes. Unfortunately, I have another Gaubura certificate issued from my husband family at page 72. He was not examined, my lord. So these are three documents that I am relying
We
primarily.
are not interfering with the order. You go back to the tribunal and get this Gaumura examined. But we will not interfere with the order.
My respectful prayer will be, my lord. In that case, if you are not interfering, my lord, I'll be taken into custody, my lord.
You bring the Gaumura from the custody. But there has to be some semblance of a prima facie
And
case being made out.
Page 62.
So, if I interfere, on what ground should I interfere?
My lord, while Panchayat certificate was issued, he has stated categorically that the certificate has been issued based on the evidence placed before me. And in the cross, he has stated that
Mr. Counsel, if you want to place evidence, you place before us also. Why do you need a secretary to give a certificate? If the secretary gives a certificate based on some evidence placed before him, why don't you place the evidence directly before the court? We'll appreciate the evidence.
in that.
Why do you need an indirect method of a secretary in between?
Okay.
The petitioner states that the secretary of the Gaon Panchayat had issued the certificate based on the evidence produced by the petitioner. Instead of relying on an indirect method of placing the evidence before the secretary and then obtain a certificate from the secretary, the petitioner may produce all the relevant evidences placed before the secretary before the court for its examination. Next week.
Item 22.
Next week.
Next one.
Bring some. Yes, Horeswari Dalu.
Yes, sir.
Who is the father of Horeswari Dalu?
Malaram Dalu.
Malaram Dalu. Which page?
My lord, she has been declared as foreigner of the stream 1966 to 1971. My lord.
Are you happy with it?
My lord, she failed to make application for registration. My lord.
You are agreed only by the registration.
My lord.
Get it done within 1 month.
My lord.
Third, Mr. A. Rahman, the counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr. J. Pine, but it's already delivered. The petitioner Horeswari Dalu was referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number 2, Golpara, for rendering an opinion as to whether she is a person who entered the state of Assam on or after 25/3/1971. The tribunal rendered an opinion dated 30/6/2022, by which it was held that the petitioner is a person who entered the state of Assam from the specified territory between 1/1/1966 to 24/3/1971 under the provisions of section 6A3 of the Citizenship Act. There is a requirement under the law to get registered before the Foreigners Regional Registering Authority of the district concerned, which in the present case would be the district of Golpara. Petitioner had failed to get herself registered, and being aggrieved, this petition is instituted. As there is already a determination that the petitioner is a person who entered the state of Assam between 1/1/1966 and 24/3/1971, wherein there is a requirement under the law to get registered, the petitioner may accordingly get registered before the something different.
FRR Bongaigaon. Before the FRR.
No disturb, may get registered before the concerned Foreigners Regional Registering Authority, comma, of the concerned district, which is stated to be the Foreigners Regional Registering Authority of Bongaigaon district. As provided under section 66A3 of the Citizenship Act 19. Citizenship Act 1971. The petitioner shall not be entitled to vote for a period of 10 years from the date of the registration, but at the same time would be entitled to all such other rights and liberties as may be provided in the state provision. Petition allowed as indicated above.
23.
Made, please, your lordship.
Yes.
Here the petitioner is Bahan Ali lordship. His father name is lordship Ibrahim Ali lordship. Page 28 lordship. 85 voter list lordship.
Ibrahim Ali
Ibrahim Ali,
is the father.
father.
Okay, now which document will show Ibrahim is the father?
Lordship, this here lordship Ibrahim Ali lordship, the Bahran Ali, son of Ibrahim Ali lordship, serial number 381 lordship.
Page number. What's the same?
Yes, lordship.
85.
85 lordship.
And which document will show Ibrahim Ali is a citizen?
Lordship, then lordship kindly come to the page 24 lordship.
24.
Here is a shifting lordship.
Which material will show that prove that the shifting?
Lordship, that lordship only Gaumbuda lordship certificate.
What is the source of knowledge of the government?
Lordship, the Gaumbuda evidence lordship will find on page.
No, evidence is there,
Yes.
but what is the source of his knowledge?
He said, Lordship, it was stated by the petitioner before the Gamura, Lordship.
So that is a hearsay evidence.
Yes,
Not
Lordship.
any-
Yeah, even then, Lordship.
Petitioner may produce any material which may prove that Ibrahim Ali of the 1966 voters list of village Borbola number 4 had later on shifted to village Bhangnamari
Thereafter,
in order to enable his name to appear in the voters list of 1985 of village Bhangnamari list after a week.
Lordship, may I pray, Lordship? Originally, they are from Belangamari. Thereafter shifted to Balaba.
We are not interested in stories. 66, Ibrahim Ali is in that village.
Yes, Lordship.
85, his name appears with the petitioner in
70.
another village.
Lordship, 70 also, he is there, Lordship. Ibrahim Ali in 70 is there.
Please
Hello.
produce the material, we'll hear it.
24.
24, yes, see the thing, yes. Jamila,
Jamila,
who is the father?
father name is PS Hatem Ali, my lord, PS
Page number?
26.
26,
My lord.
26. Hatem Ali, father,
Yes,
which is of 1961.
61, my lord.
61. Konahara. And which document will show Jamila is the daughter of
My lord.
Hatem Ali?
One Gaugura certificate, my lord.
How does the Gamura know?
My lord, in his statement, he stated that this.
How does he know? Unless Gamura states something from a public record maintained by him, his statement and of any other person are one and the same.
Yes, my lord.
Meaning thereby that the Gamura should also show that he has personal knowledge about the existence of this fact. Without that relevant aspect, the statement of the Gamura has no additional evidentiary value than that of any other person.
Yes, my lord. In this case, my lord, petitioner age is 77, my lord. A food and civil supply government of Assam, my lord, issued the ration card, my lord. In her name.
Page number?
Page. Ration card is page 50, my lord.
50. See, we have simplified the process to the maximum extent possible. If you can show directly, it is well. If you show claim that there is shifting, produce one material to show that there is shifting. Some odd persons here and there, maybe a Gambura, maybe a secretary, will not create the existence of a fact.
Yes, sir.
So you apply your own mind, find out which is the best suitable material for this particular case. Basic for us. In number of cases, we accepted it also,
Yes.
wherever it is produced.
Yes, my lord. In this case, my lord, inspector examined, madam.
How can these authorities, suppose today I ask my court master to go and give evidence in your favor somewhere. Will it be evidence? Unless he can show that he has some personal knowledge.
Yes.
Later on, can you claim that the court master of this court had given evidence, so it is all acceptable? You can't do that. Same is with Gambura, same is with secretary, same with it all the officials.
And my lord, in this case, my lord,
Only aspect of an public official is if the evidence is given on the basis of some public record maintained by him. Then his evidence will have a different value, but not otherwise.
and in this case, my lord, two villagers, my lord, examined on behalf of the.
Where are they?
Yes, my lord. Page. Page 105, my lord.
105.
Yes.
The person
Neighbor.
has any kabinnama of getting married?
No, my lord, it's an old lady, my lord.
The old people also get
Yes.
married. At some point of time, she must have got married.
No.
We have the kabinnama.
No. Yeah, sir. And husband died long back.
This is Mohar Ali.
105, my lord.
105. BW4, 82, aged 82 years, Korban Ali. is housed at which village? Boguan. And what is the village of that Hatemali? Honahara.
Village is my lord.
Honahara.
Yes, Honahara.
Do you have any old person from village Honahara who may have personal knowledge
Yes.
about the daughter of Hatemali? Bring that evidence.
And then my lord.
Because a man, Korban Ali may be 82 years, but he is of some other place. How can he have the source of,
Husband's area, my lord.
sorry?
Husband's area, my lord.
So how do you know?
No one edits from the.
Mr. Motin, apply your legal acumen and think about what kind of a material will be the best evidence for you. Produce it before us. Find out if any old people is there of village Sonahara. His evidence will be a very good evidence for you.
Definitely.
But a man from another village cannot give evidence as to what happened in another village much earlier. The petitioner seeks for an adjournment to explore the possibility as to whether any old person of Sonahara village is available who may depose that the petitioner Jamila Bewa is the daughter of Hatem Ali of the 1966 voters list of village Sonahara.
61 voter list.
61 of village Sonahara. Some old person may be there in the village.
25.
Any other documents, school certificate,
No, my lord.
never went
No,
to
no.
school. Ration card,
Ration card is page 51, my lord. In this.
ration card of which,
Old lady, my lord.
which village?
Yes, husband's village, my lord.
That's right. Husband village will not help you. Do we have a ration card of Sonahara village where she will be shown to be the daughter of Hatem Ali?
I'll try my lord.
Say maybe something
Yes.
is there. Or else evidence of a man who existed and lived at that point of time.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Siddhar.
25, my lord.
Page number.
Given some time, my lord, to collect some more materials.
Adjourn on the prayer of Mr. A.R. Siddhar and for the petition.
26 for admission.
None appears for the petitioner, list again. If on subsequent call, none appears, appropriate order shall follow.
27.
Jamila Begum,
Jamila.
who is the father?
Father Miladi's name is Kashem Ali.
Kashem Ali.
Father is Kashem Ali, grandfather Kanu Sheikh.
Page number.
Page no Kanu Milan. Voter list 1966 Milad. Page 44.
Sorry,
Double
page number
44 Milad.
44.
Bodas village Habarso.
Kashem Ali, son of Kanu, he is the father.
Father.
Okay.
Kashem Ali is father. Kanu Sheikh Mila Kanu. Kanu name is also there. Kanu Sheikh.
Kanu Sheikh is the grandfather.
Grandfather.
And Kashem Ali is the father. Which document will show? Jamila is the daughter of Kashem Ali.
Same Milad is they were Habarso. Subsequently they shifted Milad to Golpara town Milad, ward number 11. And there also their name appear in the same voter list. That is Milad University.
Page number?
Page 41 Milad.
Page 41.
Yes, 40, page 40 Milad.
40. The Election Commission to produce the upward and downward voters list of village Haparchar and what is the other village?
There is Milad Golpara, ward number 11.
Gwalpara, ward number 11.
Golpara town, ward number 11.
Gwalpara town, ward number 11. To examine the claim of the petitioner that there was a shifting from village Haparchar to Gwalpara, ward number 11 in the year.
Then one is 1966, another is
No,
1990.
which year you shifted?
Shifted Milad, that is around 90 Milad.
In and around the 1990.
And another thing, Milad,
List after 2
the
weeks.
half sister was also Milad tried by the Milad
Sorry.
Foreign Tribunal, and she was declared as citizen of India. That is
I think another aspect, again, we will have to find out whether
Fine.
actually the relation is there or not. But see, otherwise,
28,
28. Who is appearing? M.A. Sheikh, yes, you were there.
Lordship petitioner father name appeared in the voter list of 1966, page 40.
66, page 40.
14, Lordship.
14. What is her name? Soy
Soy
Simna.
Simona.
Soy
Simona, Lordship.
Simona. And who is the father?
Abdul Reza.
Abdul
Reza.
Reza, father. And which document will show?
Lordship, Jamabandi, Lordship.
Ujala Begum is the, sorry, Jamabandi.
Lordship, page
Is-
31.
13.
31.
30.
31, Lordship.
31.
Vernacular is at page 32, Lordship.
Where is the vernacular?
32, Lordship.
This is land Soy Simona. Yes. Soy Simona.
Down below, Lordship.
Mr. Pine, let it go back. Let them produce the order of the circle officer, mutation order.
That's what I want.
Heard your name?
Lordship, F in touch. F in touch.
F.
In touch.
In touch. Learned counsel for the petitioner also explained. The petitioner Ujala Begum had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number 5, Gwalpara, for rendering an opinion as to whether she is a person who entered the state of Assam on or after 25/3/1971, resulting in registration of FT case number. No, resulting in registration of FT case number FT/5/379/MA/2016. The tribunal rendered an opinion dated 13/3/2018 declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. In the writ proceeding, the petitioner relies upon the voters list of 1966 of village Soy Simona and the police station Bagbor in the present Borbeta district, which contains the name of Abdul Reza, son of Jubar, at serial 553. Petitioner claims that she is the daughter of Abdul Razak. To substantiate the said claim, reliance is placed on a Jamabandi in respect of a plot of land in village Soy Simona, wherein reference is made to an order dated 3/6/2017 of the circle officer in mutation case number BAR/BAG/2016/17 dated 3986/FMUT in respect of a plot of land and the DUG number 293, by providing that it had been mutated in the name of Ujala Begum, daughter of late Abdul Razak, in place of Abdul Razak. If the petitioner had inherited the land of Abdul Razak in respect of village Soy Simona, it may be a prima facie indication that she is the daughter of Abdul Razak of village Soy Simona. In the circumstance, remanded back to the tribunal to examine the voters list of 1966 of village Soy Simona in the Borbeta district, as well as the order dated 3/6/2017 of the circle officer in mutation case number so and so, and therefore pass a reason order the petitioner to produce the complete order dated 3/6/2017 of the mutation case. Pardon, sir.
item 29 with personal appearance.
আমি লগত মই গোটেই কথাখিনি চালি জাৰি চালো চাই মই এইটোৱে হেৰি হৈছে যে 25 তাৰিখে ল'ৰাজনক অনা হৈছিলে মিলত 25 তাৰিখে অনাৰ পিছত 25 তাৰিখে আবেলি 3:30 বজাত অনা হৈছিলে আনি তেওঁক ফুটপুচৰ কাৰণে মৌখিক ফুটপুচ কৰা হৈছিলে আৰু 26 তাৰিখে যিজন মেইন আসামী আছিলে মিলত উদ্ধৱ ৰয় বুলি তেওঁক ধৰা হৈছিল একচুৱেলি সেই উদ্ধৱ ৰয়ৰ লগত স্থানীয় ৰাইজে মানে লাষ্ট এই ল'ৰাজনক দেখা পাইছিলে কথা বতৰা পাতি থকা এই ল'ৰাজনে এটা মোবাইল দিছিলে কিবা গান ডাউনলোড কৰিবৰ কাৰণে
এটা চাওক আমি সিটো কেছৰ বিচাৰ কৰি থকা নাই যে আসামীজন ঠিক হ'ল নে সেইটো কেছত ইনভেষ্টিগেশ্যন ঠিক হ'ল নে ট্ৰায়েল ঠিক হ'ল আমি সেইটো চোৱা নাই আমাৰ ইয়াতে চাবলগীয়া হৈছে 3:30 বজাত সন্দীপ ৰায়ক থানালৈ অনা হৈছিল পিছদিনাখন 10টা বজাত এৰি দিয়া হৈছিল তাৰে 7 দিনৰ ভিতৰত সন্দীপ ৰায়ৰ কিছুমান গ্ৰিভিয়াছ ইঞ্জুৰি পোৱা গৈছে তেওঁৰ বডিত তাৰে কাৰণে তেওঁ মেডিকেল ৰিপৰ্ট আমাৰ হাতত আছে তেওঁলোকে ক'ব যায় ইঞ্জুৰিখিনি পুলিচ থানাৰ যিটো পিৰিয়ড আছিল সেই সময়ত কোনবাই এই ইঞ্জুৰিখিনি ইঞ্জুৰ কৰিছে তেখেতক সন্দীপ ৰায় সঁচাও হ'ব পাৰে মিছাও হ'ব পাৰে আপুনি ক'ব যায় যে আপোনালোকে একো কৰা নাই আপোনালোকে ক'ব যায় যে সন্দীপ ৰায় অনা হৈছিল সোধ-পোছ কৰিবৰ কাৰণে 3:30 আবেলি আগদিনাখনৰ পৰা 10টা পিছদিনালৈ 18.5 ঘণ্টা 18.5 ঘণ্টাত আপুনি এটা মানুহক যদি সোধ-পোছ কৰিছে কি সুধিলে আৰু তাৰে ৰেকৰ্ডটো দিয়ক কাৰণ আপুনি সোধ-পোছ কৰিছে 18.5 ঘণ্টা এটা মানুহ সুধিলে আপুনি কিমান প্ৰশ্ন সুধিব পাৰে বহুত প্ৰশ্ন সুধিব পাৰে বা একেটা প্ৰশ্ন বাৰে বাৰে সুধি থাকিব পাৰে কিন্তু তাত ৰেকৰ্ডটো লাগে আৰু যদি আপোনালোকৰ ইট ইজ এ স্পেচিফিক ষ্টেণ্ড যে এই ইঞ্জুৰি পুলিচ থানা হোৱাৰ ভিতৰত হোৱা নাই কিন্তু তেওঁৰ বডিত কিছুমান গ্ৰিভিয়াছ ইঞ্জুৰি পোৱা গৈছে তাৰমানে কোনোবাই এটা ক্ৰিমিনেল এক্ট কৰিছে আপুনি কৰিব পাৰে বেলেগেও কৰিব পাৰে আৰু কোনোবাই কৰিব পাৰে নিজে ক'ৰবাত পৰিবও পাৰে উজতি খাই এনিথিং মে হেপেন ইঞ্জুৰিটো কেনেকৈ হ'ল সেইটোৰ কাৰণে যদি এজন মানুহৰ বডিত গ্ৰিভিয়াছ ইঞ্জুৰি আছে দ্যাট ইজ এ পেনেল অফেন্স যদি পেনেল অফেন্স এটা হোৱা আপোনালোকে গম পাইছে you should register a case investigate find out how the injuries appeared in the body সেইটোৱে বিচাৰি আছো আপোনাক কোনো কোৱা নাই আপুনি কৰিছে কোনো কোৱা নাই আপোনালোকে কৰা নাই মানি ললো আপোনালোকে কোৱা নাই কোনে কৰিছে কওক আমাক এটা কেছ ৰুজু কৰক ইনভেষ্টিগেট কৰক ফাইণ্ড আউট বিকজ দ্যাটছ এ ক্ৰিমিনেল এক্ট আৰু এফআইআৰ লছ হোৱাৰ যিখিনি দেৰি হ'ব উইল কণ্ডাক্ট দ্যাট ডিলে আজি 6 বছৰ 7 বছৰ পিছত হলেও ৰেজিষ্টাৰ এ কেছ ইনভেষ্টিগেট ফাইণ্ড আউট আৰু আপোনালোকে ঠিকে নকৰিলে নেক্সট সিআইটিক দিয়া হ'ব তাৰপিছত সিবিআই দিয়া হ'ব নেক্সট ষ্টেজ উই আৰ গোইং ষ্টেপ বাই ষ্টেপ সঁচা কথা ক'ব
মিলত সেইটোৱে কৰক মিলক যিটো ভাল দেখে আৰু
যিটো ভাল দেখে নহয় সেইটোৱে ভাল দেখো
সেইটোৱে কৰক
don't utter those words investigate give us a report in 7 days
এতিয়াতো
আহা 7 দিন পিছত এইটো কেছ আকৌ ৰেজিষ্টাৰ কৰা হ'ব মানে লিষ্ট কৰা হ'ব যিটো ক্ৰিমিনেল কেছ ৰেজিষ্টাৰ কৰিব এই ল'ৰাজনৰ ইঞ্জুৰিজ কেনেকৈ হ'ল ইমান চিৰিয়াছ ইঞ্জুৰিবোৰ সেই কেছৰ প্ৰিলিমিনাৰী ইনভেষ্টিগেশ্যন ৰিপৰ্ট আমাক দিব 7 দিন পিছত
এতিয়াতো মোৰ পোষ্টিং মিলত মই গুৱাহাটী কমিশনাৰেটত আছো আৰু ঘটনাটো
আপোনাৰ পোছাক দেখিয়ে গম পাইছো আপুনি ক'ত আছে সেইটো ক'ব নালাগে বেলেগকে গেট ইট ডান সেইখনত আপুনি ইনফৰমেণ্ট আপুনি হওক you file a FIR before that police station
ঠিক আছে
and that the present OC will investigate it
হ'ব
কৰক আমাক লাগে এই ল'ৰাজনে দুখ ক'ত পালে কাৰণ কোমৰাই পিটিছে বান হ'লে নিজে ক'ৰবাত উজতি খাই পৰিছে উজতি খাই পৰিলেও এটা বা দুটা ইঞ্জুৰি হ'ব 5টা ইঞ্জুৰিটো এটা মানুহৰ নহয় হয়নে নহয় আৰু কোববোৰটো সফ্ট টিস্যু ইঞ্জুৰি তাৰমানে কোবালে হয় সেইটো এনেই নহয় So কোনে কোবালে ল'ৰাটোক কওক আমাক সেইটোৱে লাগে তাতকে বিয়ান একো নালাগে খালি কথা হৈছে আমি এইটো এনকুৱাৰী অকল এইটো লেভেলত নহয় যেতিয়ালৈ ইউ আৰ নট ছেটিছফাইড উই আৰ গোইং টু মেক মোৰ এণ্ড মোৰ এনকুৱাৰী এনকুৱাৰীত যদি পিছত ওলাই যে আপোনালোকে কৰিছে কামটো বিপদ বেছি হ'ব বিকজ ইউ উইল অলছ' বি ষ্টেটিং ৰং ষ্টেটমেণ্টছ বিফৰ দ্য কোৰ্ট সেইটো এলিগেশ্যনো আহিব আৰু আপোনালোকৰ ভিতৰতে কোনোবাই যদি কৰিছে যদি সেইটো সঁচা কথা কৈ দিয়ে তেতিয়া আইনৰ মতে যি কৰিব লাগে কৰা হ'ব তাৰে ওপৰত within this much. নে আপোনালোকে ক'ব যায় যে সেই 18 ঘণ্টা ল'ৰাটো মাজতে পলাইছিল বেলেগে বাহিৰত কোনোবাই পিটিলে আকৌ ধৰি আনিলো আমি
নহয় মিলক সেইটো
you can say anything you feel like
নহয় নহয়
কিন্তু সঁচা কথাটো ক'ব কোনে পিটিলে
আমাৰ কাষ্টডিত থাকোতে হোৱা নাই মিলক এইটো সত্য
আপোনাক কোনোবা কৈছে নেকি আপোনাৰ কাষ্টডিত হোৱা বুলি আমি সুধিছো কোনে পিটিলে কওক কেছ ৰুজু কৰক ইনভেষ্টিগেট কৰক ৰিপৰ্ট দিয়ক আমাক কোনে পিটিলে কিন্তু যিটো ৰিপৰ্ট দিয়ে দ্যাট উইল বি এগেইন ৰিভেৰিফাইড আৰু বেলেগ অথৰিটি থ্ৰু দি মিছা ৰিপৰ্ট দিছে যদি সেইটো কেনেধৰণে তাক ডিল কৰা হ'ব আৰু সঁচা ৰিপৰ্ট দিছে যদি যি কৰিব লাগে আমি অনুমতে তাকে কৰিম এতিয়াও সঁচা কথা ক'ব পাৰে যদি বিচাৰে
বেলেগ একো নাই মিলক
বেলেগ একো নাই
মই মিলত যদি অনুমতি দিয়ে অকমান মোৰ এটা স্বীকৃতি আছিলে মিলত মই
Sorry.
আপোনাক দেখাব বিচাৰিছো
কি
অকণমান এটা কিবা
দিয়ক কি আছে চব দিয়ক
মানে
কি সেইখন?
চাকৰি জীৱনত মিলত যিমান পাৰো মানে
মই আপোনাৰ
সদায় ইয়ে কৰি গৈছো।
এই পাৰ্চনেল লাইফৰ বিষয়ে জানিব ইয়াতে কোৰ্টত বিচৰা নাই দ্যাট ইজ ইয়ৰ আদাৰ লাইফ মই বিচাৰিছো মানে ইনফেক্ট আমি বিচাৰিছো within a very short time of being taken into police custody a boy is found to be seriously injured injury court hol নে হস্পিটেলৰ ডাক্তৰে পিটি কোবালে সেইটোও হ'ব পাৰে যে এনে হস্পিটেলৰ আগতে গৈছিল ডক্টৰে বোলে পিটি ফেলে ইঞ্জুৰি কৰিলে কিন্তু you have to tell us how it happened সেইটোৱে বিচাৰিছো আপোনাৰ পাৰ্চনেল একো চাব বিচৰা নাই আৰু আপুনি কিমান ভাল অফিচাৰ কিমান বেয়া অফিচাৰ সেইটোও চাব বিচৰা নাই we are not required as you do not know anything what had happened during those 18 and a half hours when the boy was in police custody and you say that during those 18 and a half hours nothing had happened to cause any physical injury to the boy and the boy was found to be suffering from serious medical injury at least some 7-8 days later and there are medical reports something must have happened after the boy was released and before he was admitted to the hospital something must have happened we are just asking you to find out what had happened সেইটো এটা ক্ৰিমিনেল অফেন্স হৈছে তো কোনবাই কৰিছে find out আৰু ইয়াৰ বাহিৰে আপুনি বেলেগ ষ্টেণ্ড ল'ব নাযাব because we do not want to know anything about it nor we are saying that you had done something আপোনাৰ ইয়াতে কোনো কোৱা নাই যে আপুনি কিবা কৰিছে so that you are trying to defend now that I have not done no one had told you we only want to know who had done inflicted those injuries on the boys that's all nope.
Oh.
Mr. Deepak Saike, the then officer in charge of Bidyapur police station is again personally present before the court as per our earlier orders. The same stand is reiterated that during the 18 and a half hours for which the boy Chittaranjan Roy was in the police custody, no injuries of any kind was inflicted on the boy. But the medical report of about 7 days later reveals that the boy was suffering from serious injuries, soft tissue injuries, 5 in number, which is available from the original medical reports produced by the Health Department of the Government of Assam. If the statement of Mr. Saikia is to be accepted, that there was no injuries that were inflicted to the boy during the 18.5 hours when he was in the police custody, the serious injuries must have been inflicted by some other person after he was released from the custody and before he was admitted into the hospital. Inflicting serious bodily injuries is also a penal offense under the Indian Penal Code, which requires investigation and registration of a case. Accordingly, Deepak Saikia to register a police case before the which police station?
Police station Bongaigaon.
Bongaigaon. On the as regards the injuries that were found in the body of Chittaranjan Roy. And thereafter, the officer in charge of the police station to conduct a thorough investigation and submit at least a preliminary report as to who, according to the police after investigation, had inflicted the injuries on Chittaranjan Roy. List next week for the Roy. List next week, day to the Friday. Next week, Friday, na lage. Monday for the preliminary report upon the investigation to be conducted. The superintendent of police of which place? Borpeta, Bongaigaon, is directed to supervise the investigation that may be made, personally supervise the investigation that is to be made, and also ensure the safety and security of the boy Chandisaran Roy, so that no harm of any kind can be caused to him during the investigation by any person, including the police.
One more thing, my lord, may I point out, my lord. At that point of time, my lord, the boy was a juvenile, my lord. At that point of time, my lord, the boy was a juvenile.
We'll deal with it later on.
My lord.
For violating the juvenile laws, we'll deal with it separately. Let us go. And the mother is there. Anybody else is there of the boy?
Father is also there. Father is also there.
Father is also there. Don't torture the family in any manner. Don't use any illegal means against this family in any manner. For this purpose, we'll make inquiry separately. We'll keep track of this investigation through some other means. And if it is done, consequences will be very serious. Okay. Mhm. There will be an informant there. Informant what? Investigation. নহলে ভালে পাব The report to be produced by SP Boyno. Any for the state, anybody appearing government? You are there. You can represent the SP. A copy of this order we provided to for the Secretary District Legal Services Authority of Bongaigaon is also directed to produce appropriate paralegal volunteers for the aid of the boy Chandi Saran Roy to monitor on his safety and security.
Medical report to Okman Holema FIR from the Akubida. Medical report. Investigation লাগিলে পুলিশে লব হেলথ ডিপার্টমেন্টৰ পৰা
It is a part of the petition also.
Sorry.
The discharge slip is a part of the petition.
আছে খাই লওক সেইবোৰ ঠিক আছে list on so and so for the preliminary report by DSP.
Item 30.
Yes, Mr. Ayat Sakya, where is he going? According to you, what had happened to the boy?
My lord, as per my instruction, my lord, the boy was mercilessly beaten up by this gentleman, my lord.
Same person.
Yes, my lord.
May I please the Lord. Petitioner's father's name is appeared in voter list of 2010, page 49. Petitioner's name and his father's name. 49.
Page 49.
Yes, Lord.
Who is the father?
Hashem Ali.
Hashem Ali. How do you know Hashem Ali is a citizen?
Lordship, Hashem Ali's and his father's name linkage is page 51, Your Lordship. Land document. The vernacular is page 52, Your Lordship. In the circle officer's order, Your Lordship.
How do you know that Babur Khan is a citizen?
Voter list of 1966, Your Lordship.
Page number
44.
44.
Babur Ali, village Dubasuri, part 1, Your Lordship.
Same village. Yes, Mr. Pine. Village appears to be same, Dubasuri.
Land also.
Land is also of Dubasuri.
Dubasuri part.
My lord, first of all, your lordship,
Hmm.
if your lordship please, my lord, your lordship may remand the matter for examination of this document, my lord, along with my lord.
But only Hasem Ali is linked up with Babar Ali.
Yes.
But how do you know that Hasem Ali is the father?
Of Ayub
Petitioner is not Hasem Ali.
Ali.
Petitioner is Ayub
Ayub
Ali.
Ali.
How do you know that Ayub Ali is the son of Hasem Ali?
Voter list of 2010, your lordship.
2000.
Page 49.
Page 49.
49, your lordship.
Okay, Ayub Ali
And
along
50
with
also,
Hasem
and
Ali.
in page 50, 2014.
Third, your name?
Lordship, technical problem is there. The reference was made against in the name of Ayub Khan, son of late Hassan Ali Khan. My father is alive. So I filed a petition before the tribunal.
Then go and tell the tribunal, I am not this man.
Lordship, tribunal has issued a letter to the border police for re-verification and resubmit the correct name. Correct name has been submitted, but in the impugned judgment, the name of the petitioner is still come as
Forget about
Ayub
it.
Khan and son of late.
Judgment anyway, it is gone already.
Lordship,
Why are you concerned with what is written there?
Lordship,
You go and prove yourself.
Lordship.
Your name, please?
P. Rahman.
P.
P. Rahman.
P. Rahman.
Lordship.
Mr. P. Rahman and also for a petitioner. The petitioner Ayub Ali had been referred to the Foreigners Tribunal number Foreigners Tribunal number 2 Bongaigaon at Ohayapuri for rendering an opinion as to whether he is a person who entered the state of Assam on or after 25/3/1971. The tribunal rendered an opinion dated 29/11/2018 declaring the petitioner to be a foreigner. Being aggrieved, this writ petition is instructed. In the writ proceeding, the petitioner relies upon the voters list of 1966 of village Dubasuri Part 1, which contains the name of Babar Ali, son of late Muzaffar at serial 102. It is claimed that Babar Ali is the grandfather of the petitioner. Reference is also made to the voters list of, what about the in-between voters list? Any
70 is there.
no, any voters list containing Babar and Hasem together?
No, Lordship.
Nothing.
No, Lordship.
So 66 to 2010, there is no voters list.
Voter list is there, Lordship. 70 is
No,
there.
no. Hasem Ali.
And
when
Babar
he-
Ali. No, Lordship.
There must be something somewhere.
In the village, in the same village, there are the separated house has been established and therefore.
Understand. But there will be one voters list for one village.
In the same village, it will be found. It will found. Lordship.
Get
In the
that.
in different house.
Bring that list. House doesn't matter.
Lordship, Lordship.
The petitioner may produce, because this is too long a period from 66 to 2010.
Only 85 year Lordship.
Petitioner may produce any in between voters list between 1996 and 2010, which may contain the name of both Babar Ali and Ayub Ali together.
Hashem Ali.
Hasem Ali together.
31.
Basically, for a period. Almost 50, more than 50 years.
May please. Lordship may come to page 45, Lordship.
45.
Petitioner's father's name and mother's name is there, Lordship. Muhammad Ali is the father. Basiron Nessa.
Muhammad Ali is the father.
Yes.
And
Basiron
Basiran
Nessa is
mother,
the mother.
65. Kotajal.
But
Mr. Payeng, why most of these cases relates to a few of these villages? Kotajal is a very common village. Then there are a few more villages when you go through, we remember. Are these people confined only to those handful of villages and nowhere else? These doubtful persons, whether they're citizen or not, are they located only within these few maybe hardly 10 or 15 number of villages. And when you go through the petitions, anyway,
Under Horobok, yes.
yes, which document will show?
Lordship, thereafter, there was a shifting, Lordship.
Prove the shifting?
Yes, Lordship, there is one land document. with-
No, no, land document will be of this village or that village.
Yes.
But who will prove the shifting?
That is prior to 66, Lordship, that land document in the other village, Lordship. So they were having land in that village and subsequently they shifted to that.
No, originally one village shifted to this particular village,
Safa Kamar.
Kotaja. Then you again went back
No,
to
no,
that village.
No. They were originally from Katajar. They shifted to Safa Kamar, Lordship.
Sapagara, in which year?
After 70, Lordship. As
Prove-
per, and
Any
they,
material to prove that shifting?
they have voters list of the.
The petitioner may provide any material which may prove that there is a shifting from village Kotajar to village
Safa Kamar.
Safa Kamar,
Kamar.
sometime in the year
After 70, Lordship.
after the year 1971.
32,
This matter relates to my lord identification of a person. The lordship has asked for to file an affidavit.
Sorry.
My lord, this matter relates to identification of a person, my lord. My lord,
Item 32,
yes.
identification of a person.
My lord, your lordship may remand that the SP make an inquiry, my lord.
Responding Home Department to show cause FIR to why member. She says that
Yes.
I have received no doubt, but I am not that person.
My lord, the stage was in the last stage. That's why, my lord.
Sorry.
My lord, at the last stage of the argument stage, my lord, she has come with that plea, my lord.
Argument means if she did not come, who argued?
No, she came, my lord.
She
She
came.
appeared, she filed WS evidence. And the
And then
last
says
stage.
that I am not that
No, it's not
person.
the person.
But if she is not that person, how can you?
That's why, my lord,
No,
last
what
stage-
happened, Mr. Payeng? Whosoever came before the tribunal must have proved her own case
Yes,
with her own documents. After proving everything, tribunal must have told her, you proved that you are that man, not this, not whoever you are.
so let it be
She was
remanded, my lord.
confused. So then she says, no, I'm not that man, I'm this man.
Yes, let it be remanded, my lord.
So
let it
now
make an inquiry.
how can X can prove that he is X? How can X prove that he is Y?
My lord had,
If the notice is to Y and the tribunal compels X to prove prove that you are Y, how can you prove it?
so, my lord, if your lordship directs, my lord, let them make an inquiry. If he's not the person, then no problem. If
No,
it's the same.
first you have to change the reference now. Make
Yes,
the
no, no,
reference
that's why,
to.
my lord. If reference is in his name, press notice will be issued. My lord.
Huh.
That, your lordship, on that ground, your
I
lordship.
think we set aside this order, give you liberty that if you intend to proceed against whoever is this person,
Yes,
you are at liberty to do so by making a fresh
yes,
case.
yes, that's,
I think that will be fair. And if you don't want, you need not. Heard Mr. B. Foucault, learned counsel for the petitioner also. Where is the notice?
This is page number.
Yeah, no, it will consider-
next question.
Next question, next one, next question.
Yes, they prove it.
Page 20, lordship,
20?
page 20 notice,
20.
20.
The tribunal had issued notice to Lal Banu, wife of Akbar or daughter of Akbar? Page 20.
Actually, I was, petitioner was under impression that,
Mr. Phukon, we are not asking under what impression you were. We are asking, this Akbar is the husband or it is the father?
Akbar was not her father. Akbar was husband.
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 Wife of Akbar of village Salakura Part 2 under Fakirganj Police Outpost to discharge a burden whether the person is a citizen. However, notice was served to
Served to her.
daughter of Akbar, wife of Akbar. Then why
No,
is
no.
this confusion?
My lord, confusion arises, my lord. The Akbar is probably the brother-in-law of the petitioner, my lord.
Not the husband.
So she said, my lord, I'm not the person. Now she is saying, my lord, I'm not the noticeable.
Who is the petitioner now?
Petitioner is, my lord, Lal Banu, my lord,
Lal Banu, wife of?
daughter of late Taleb Ali,
Sorry,
daughter of late Taleb Ali,
Taleb Ali.
Taleb Ali,
And wife of?
wife,
Wife of Asgar.
Asgar.
Not
Wife
Akbar.
of Asgar of same village
Same thing.
of Salakura. But the notice of the tribunal was served upon Lal Banu, daughter of Taleb Ali and wife of Asgar of village Salakura Part 2. Lal Banu, wife of Asgar, daughter of Taleb Ali, appeared before the tribunal, discharged the burden by producing various materials that she is a citizen. But at a later stage in the proceeding, the tribunal discarded the evidence rendered by Lal Banu, wife of Asgar and daughter of Taleb Ali, inasmuch as the materials produced did not prove that Lal Banu, wife of Akbar of village Salakura, is a citizen. We are unable to reconcile the two situations. If the notice was intended to Lal Banu, wife of Akbar of Salakura Part 2, it ought to have been served upon Lal Banu, wife of Akbar of Salakura Part 2, so that whosoever is the person can prove her citizenship. Once the notice is served on Lal Banu, wife of Asgar, daughter of Taleb Ali of village Salakura, the said person can only prove that Lal Banu, wife of Asgar, daughter of Taleb Ali, is a citizen. And the said person cannot be expected to prove that Lal Banu, wife of Akbar of Salakura Part 2 village, is a citizen. Because of the aforesaid inconsistency, the opinion dated so-and-so of the tribunal is set aside. But however, if the respondents in the Home Department of the Government of Assam is of the view that Lal Banu, wife of Asgar and daughter of Taleb Ali of village Salakura Part 2 is required to be proceeded in the tribunal, appropriate reference may be made against Lal Banu, wife of Asgar of village Salakura, and the matter may be adjudicated accordingly as per law. On the other hand, if the tribunal is of the view that Lal Banu, wife of Akbar of Salakura Part 2 is also required to be proceeded, appropriate notice be served on the said person and not on some other person. Let both of them go to the tribunal.
Item 33.
Matter relating to compensation of custodial death, my lord.
Custodial death.
Custodial death.
stated that the respondent government has filed affidavit petition requires 3 times. You filed your reply.
Yes, I have. filed
Ready?
reply. Yes,
I have that received yet.
similar judgment is,
Similar then.
yes, your lordship.
There cannot be similar judgment of custodial death.
Praxis is quite similar.
Every
Proper-
custodial
proper
has to be
medical-
determined
medical
independently. Hmm. But let me hear you. When do you want a hearing? Today? You wait for some time. Let us do the other matters. If time permits.
I had not received the affidavit, the filed by the petitioner.
You want some time.
Yes, Lordship, Monday,
Your name, madam?
S4.
Yes, Core. MS Core, Land Government Advocate states that the affidavit of the petitioner had been received in course of a day. Today
Not Lordship, I had not received.
is yet to be received. Petitioner may serve a copy of the learned counsel and thereafter matter be listed.
Yes.
Item 34 for orders.
34.
My lord, I have filed IA for correction on the cost item. Hereby
Cost item.
name of the district is, my lord, wrongly written. Instead of Kamrup, Borpeta is written, my lord, in the cost item. That is my problem first.
Cut paste. Because most of your cases are from Borpeta.
Yes.
So you must have taken that formatted type of this petition also.
Kamrup should be.
Or cost title in the writ petition.
In petition, page 2 now, page 2. Respond number.
Tried Mr. N. Hockland, counsel for the petitioner also as well. So the petitioner instituted WBC 6528/2018 being agreed by an order of the Tribunal.
My lordship.
By being agreed by an order of the Furnace Tribunal number 2, Kamrup Metro, in FT case number 373/2017. In the writ petition, inadvertently, the petitioner had stated the district to be Borpeta,
To be Kamrup instead of.
to be Kamrup Metro instead of
Borpeta.
Borpeta. This interlocutory application is instituted for a correction in the depiction of the district in the writ petition in WBC so and so. Considering the nature of the grievance raised, correction is allowed. The district, depicted in WPC in the writ petition of WPC so and so, we now read to be Kamrup and not Borpeta. Raised to incorporate necessary correction in the cost title of the writ petition. That wherever Borpeta appears, it will be Kamrup or the top.
In cost title, my lordship. And in top also, in top.
I think in top also. Wherever Borpeta appears, it will be Kamrup or what?
Kamrup. It should be.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Not in small second, in page 2 and page 3. In others.
In page 2 and page 3 of the writ petition. Okay. After doing the necessary correction, if applied, a fresh certificate, the certificate copy may be provided to the petitioner.
35 for hearing.
Yes, sir.
May I please your lordship? May I please your lordship? My lord, petitioner's father's name is there in the voters list of 1970, lordship page 33.
Salam.
Yes. And lordship, grandfather's name is there in 66.
Salam is the father.
Yes, lordship,
This is of which year?
1970, lordship.
70.
66 of grandfather.
Not required.
And grandfather also with father has casted vote in the year 1970. So 60 and 70, that linkage also.
No,
Lordship.
no. Salam is a citizen.
Yes.
As his name appears. He
Yes,
did not
lordship.
again go back to his grandfather or his father.
His father also, the father, they.
So now you
casted
show by which document Hasina is the daughter of
29 page,
Salam.
page 29, lordship.
To whom it may concern.
Yes, lordship.
The answer is, it is not of concern of the court.
Yes, lordship.
To whom it may concern is, it may concern the petitioner, but it does
Yes.
not concern the court because it has no evidentiary value.
Evidence was led by the Panchayat secretary, and this is that page. It's a page 70, lordship,
70.
70, lordship.
মই ধৰ্মত শপত খাই কম যে যি কম সঁচা কম আৰু কোনো কথা গোপন নকৰো মই হাসিনা ভানু আব্দুল সালেমৰ জীয়েক হিচাপে এখন প্ৰমাণপত্ৰ দিওঁ মোৰ গাঁও পঞ্চায়ত এলেকাৰ বাসিন্দা হিচাপে মই আব্দুল সালেমৰ জীয়েক হিচাপে হাসিনা বানুক জানো গাঁও পুৰা সুধি মই পাৰ্চনেল নলেজ কৈছে আচ্ছা পিছত ক'লে নেকি হাসিনা বানু লগৰ বিয়ে গাঁওবুঢ়াক সুধি মই এই প্ৰমাণ পত্ৰ দিওঁ read that line গাঁওবুঢ়াক সুধি মই এই প্ৰমাণ পত্ৰ দিছো
No, yes, lordship, he has stated that.
and that is hearsay.
Yes, lordship, because he is the secretary, he may not know all the people of the village. So village.
That's why you
headman-
say.
Yes, lordship,
Principle of evidence say hearsay is not admissible.
yes, lordship, so my.
Because
humble-
if everything hearsay is possible, suppose what will happen in a 302 case?
Yes, I understand.
One person will come and say,
Yes,
I
lordship,
have heard it from X
yes, lordship,
that A had murdered B. So will A become a murderer?
no, lordship.
That's why I say,
Yes, lordship, so may I submit, lordship? I had filed one additional affidavit, lordship. Where
for the tribunal or
no,
here?
no, here.
Ah,
after I was appointed as amicus, I have filed
But
one.
you were amicus here.
Yes, Lordship.
Uh,
So I have filed one additional affidavit, wherein I brought all the details of my family as well as my brother was declared as an Indian based on this sort of documents. And the order I have annexed there.
But that,
I submit?
that is not binding on us.
Yes, yes, definitely, Lordship. My humble submission will be, if this matter is remanded back before the learned tribunal, she can
No.
adduce the evidence of her brother.
Brother cannot,
So,
because
yes.
the
Lordship.
brother itself is declared on the basis of some incorrect document. So
maybe
we
some-
cannot allow now that brother to establish the citizenship of this person.
Brother-
That, madam,
Yes, Lord.
if that brother is the beneficiary of an incorrect order, it is he alone who is the beneficiary. That aspect of the matter, that he is a beneficiary and an Indian citizen, cannot now be used for the purpose of declaring another person to be an Indian citizen.
May I submit here, Lordship? If brothers, this sort, the documents which the father also, who is there in 1970, has deduced evidence at that time was alive.
Where is the father's evidence?
In the case of the brother, wherein it
In
is
the case
reflected
of
in
the
the
brother, there is father's evidence.
Yes,
Where
Lordship.
is it? Which page?
Order is at page, Lordship, running page, and it is stated also, running page 82, Lordship.
82.
Yes, Lordship.
Is some part of some affidavit. It's not the evidence of the father.
Not order, wherein it is reflected that father has deduced evidence.
Bring the evidence of the father.
Certified copy I have to then apply.
From the other case, apply a certified copy of the evidence of the father.
Yes, Lordship.
If the evidence of the father prima facie indicates that X is his son, then it can be relied upon to conclude that X is the son of that man. Now, if X comes and say that
Yes,
Y is my sister, that will have
yes.
some relevance.
And even,
Then you find out a legal principle on applicability of the evidence rendered in another matter in some other matter. There is a definite principle of evidence. Find out.
and
In
if-
some circumstance, it is applicable. In circumstance,
and if-
it is not.
yes, Lordship.
Then you show that in your
Even
case,
brother and father has casted vote together. So that voters list, if I bring in before the tribunal,
no, not here.
yes, Lordship.
We'll send back only after making our observations that this is what we find.
Yes.
So you examine that. We cannot send it back. The tribunal will look into
And
all
even
future
the
material that
document
we.
which she has relied upon, even the passport of the father of the petitioner, same passport, the number which is there in her case is also reflected in this order. So same sets of documents, I meant to say.
Very well. That is provided this lady is the daughter of that man. Today, I can
Okay.
get the hold of passport of any person, produce it before any forum, say that that man is my father.
Lordship,
Think it from that point of view. Once that man is
Understood.
the father, then this is a very good material.
she's
But who will
illiterate.
prove it?
She is illiterate, so she has only
There
one
is
document. This is
then you
the
have
problem with the
to,
females,
then
Lordship.
you have to move the parliament that for the illiterate people,
No,
please
no,
lay
you
down
know
a
what
different
I'm
set of
saying?
law.
Women is that since if they don't go to school, so
Understand?
these are the problems what the
But
female they
But
face.
problems cannot be,
Yes,
you
Lordship,
declare
this
somebody.
Lordship, this is the reason if brother evidence.
See,
is-
Madam Ghosh, because of the
Lordship.
problems for the women, we are taking a more broader outlook.
Yes, Lordship.
But still, there must be some material.
Yes, Lordship. I'll
Just
get
because a
that.
person is a woman, it cannot be that without material
This is
also.
stated.
some
So
conclusion be
the
arrived.
evidence of the father, which he had stated before in
And
this.
along with
that-
it, you also look into the principles of evidence.
Yes, Lordship.
In what circumstance evidence rendered in another case can also be used as evidence in a subsequent case.
Yes, Lordship. That I will,
It cannot be always done. In some circumstances, yes, some no.
yes,
Then
Lordship.
you have to show that for your case, it is a yes circumstance.
Yes, Lordship.
Take it.
Yes, yes, Lordship.
The petitioner claims that she is the daughter of Abdul Salim.
Yes, Lord.
Abdul Salim, whose name appears in the voters list of
Abdul Salam.
which year?
70, Lordship.
1970 of village
Village Sharkarer Gaon.
Sarkarer Gaon. Reliance is placed on the evidence of Secretary of Alamganj Gaon Panchayat, rendered as DW2,
DW2, Lordship.
that the petitioner is the daughter of Sarkarer Gaon, ki naam to basically daughter of Abdul Salim of Sarkarer Gaon. But it is noticed that in the evidence, the secretary stated that he had issued the certificate in favor of the petitioner upon being informed by the Gaubura of the concerned village. In other words, the certificate as well as the evidence of the secretary would have to be considered to be based on hearsay rather than it being evidence based on personal knowledge of the fact. Petitioner claims, who is the brother?
Johir.
Hmm?
Johir Ali, Lordship.
That Johir Ali, son of Abdul Salim of village Sarkarer
Not so well. Oswar Khal.
of Kosua Khal is her brother, and that Johur Ali of Kosua Khal village of son of so-and-so Kosua had been declared to be an Indian citizen by the tribunal in case number
In FT 6 Dhubri 303/2016, Lordship.
16. It is also stated that in the said proceeding before the tribunal, Abdul Salim of Sarkarer Gaon had rendered evidence that what Jubar or what? What's the name of the son?
Johir.
That
Johir Ali.
Johir is his son. And on the basis of such evidence, Johir was declared to be Indian citizen. Petitioner seeks to rely on the evidence of Abdul Salam rendered in FT case number so-and-so, and accordingly seeks for an adjournment to procure a copy of the evidence of Abdul Salam. The petitioner to also in that evidence, did the father say that the daughter, that so-and-so is the daughter?
That I'm not aware, so I cannot assist right now.
If it is so, the petitioner would also have to produce further material that the person, Zuhir Ali is her brother, and also the relevant principles of the law of evidence, where evidence rendered in another proceeding can also be relied in a subsequent proceeding, in some other subsequent proceeding. But if you prove Zuhir Ali is your brother, Zuhir Ali's evidence is in this case also, or it
No.
is not there?
Yes, only two evidence was, I mean,
Okay, so
he
you
herself.
bring material that he is the brother,
Yes.
then we'll send it back for
Yes,
evidence.
Lord.
36.
Deep problem.
May I please, Your Lordship? My submission in this case would be that the tribunal cannot go beyond reference matter.
Where is the law? Why it cannot go beyond the reference?
Judgment of this court is there. my lord.
Why it cannot go beyond the reference? And what is the reference?
The reference is that the petitioner is a foreigner within the stream 6671.
No, there is no reason why it cannot go.
In that event, my lord, may I take your lordship to the relevant judgment, my lord?
Understand some judgments are there, but we are not accepting it to be the principle of law. What is a reference? Here, there are some doubts in the mind of the person that whether this man is a citizen or not. They refer it. You prove your citizenship. These are not references of civil nature. These are not references like that Industrial Disputes Act.
Yes, madam.
The only question whether you are a citizen or not. And the burden is on the proceeding. Moment somebody has a doubt, you come to the tribunal and prove your citizenship.
In that event, my lord, may I take your lordship to my documents, my lord? First of all, my
So
lord.
now Suchitra Biswas, who is the father of Suchitra Biswas?
Dulal Biswas.
Page number?
For a moment, my lord, kindly come to the notice, my lord.
Mr. We are not interested.
My lord.
Discharge your burden under section 9. You take your order.
My father's name is
Now, which page?
page 48. My
48. Government of India, Government of West Bengal, Department of Refugee, Migrant. So it is issued to Bhola.
mainly
What is the middle name? Bhola what?
Bholanath Biswas.
Bholanath Biswas. Bholanath Biswas. How
And
do you
below
see
down,
wife?
second number, Dulal Chandra Biswas, nephew of
Dulal
Bholanath
Chandra Biswas. He is your father.
he is my Dulal Chandra Biswas is my father, and
Okay,
Dulal
Dulal Biswas is the father.
yes, and
Which document will show that Suchitra Biswas is the daughter of Dulal Biswas?
school certificate, my lord.
Page number,
Page 50, my lord.
page 61,
50, 50, my lord.
51. One is some deposition of somebody. DW1.
DW1, basically the reference was against the whole family, 4 persons.
Mr. Alim, we are following a most simplest of procedure. Produce any material to show that you are a citizen. That's all.
My,
Page 50. Praman Patra. Suchitra Biswas, Dulal Chandra Biswas, Gaon Uzari. So, are you a person from Uzari?
I am married to Ujari village, and my father shifted from West Bengal to Morigaon Ujari village.
How will you prove it?
My lord, there was a earlier reference, IMDT reference. In that case, I am declared not a foreigner, my lord.
Mr. Ali, I understand you have prepared your matter in all indirect matters. Let alone those things go. First, prove that you are a citizen. That's all.
56, 60, 65, 66 voter list, my lord.
Page number?
Page 32.
32. Birth certificate. Suchitra.
Page 32, my lord. Voter list.
কোন গাঁও? উজুয়ারি। উজুয়ারি হইতে বেঙ্গালোর, না? Date of birth, name of mother. Name of mother is a village Ujuari. Post office Baghora. District Morigaon. Ujuari. So that is okay. You are daughter of
Dulal Chandra Biswas.
Dulal Chandra Biswas. Whose birth certificate is this? Page 31?
Page 31. This is the son of the petitioner.
Son of the petitioner.
Petitioner.
That will not help you.
No.
So Dulal Biswas of page 32, you claim to be the father.
Yes, my lord.
Which document will show? Which document will show that Dulal Biswas is the father?
The school certificate, my lord.
Which page? That page 50.
Page 50.
But this Dulal Biswas is of village Bablaban district Nadia, West Bengal. And this is of Uzari. How do you know that Dulal Biswas of Bablajan and Dulal Biswas of Uzari, they are the same person?
Thereafter, 75 voter list, your lordship will find at page 41, my lord. My father. At Morigaon.
Have you understood what we are asking you, or you are deliberately avoiding the question and saying something?
Sorry, my lord, I cannot get.
You claim that Dulal Chandra Biswas of that Bablaban Nadia is the father.
Yes, my lord.
And that person will be an Indian citizen because he's in the voters list of 66.
Yes, my lord.
Then you say that you are the daughter of Dulal Chandra Biswas of Uzuari.
Yes.
School certificate or other voters list, whatever it is. So it is established that Suchitra is the daughter of Dulal Chandra Biswas of Uzuari.
Yes.
But to establish that you are a citizen, you have to show that Dulal Biswas of Uzuari and Dulal Biswas of Bablajan, they are the same person. What material do you have?
The IMDT order, my lord.
IMDT order is not a material. IMDT order is not a evidence under the law. The petitioner may produce any relevant material which may show that Dulal Chandra Biswas of the 1966 voters list of village Bablajan district Nadia in the West Bengal and Dulal Chandra Biswas of village Uzuari in the Morigaon district as reflected in the transfer certificate as page 50 are one and the same person. Yes, Mr. Borwin.
Item number 39, lordships, I am trying to obtain the cross part of the procedure that.
We are yet to reach item 39.
Item 39, lordships, cross part I do not have. I am trying to.
Mr. Borwin,
Lordship,
item 39 is yet to be called.
lordships. Lordships, on the impression lordships rising lordships, they have come, that's why lordships.
If it is rising, it will be listed again. On that day, you say.
Lordships.
I think we have to rise. Lordship is having a single bench. Look at that again.